Shrek the Third is among the worst of the four movies. Yes, we know, but we did 1 and 2, so we gotta do 3 now.
Yep.
We are going to be reading Shrek the Third, start to finish. Lycan will be doing narration and stage direction. I will be doing my best to do all the voices. If I can't do a voice, well, we're just gonna roll with it.
We're just gonna roll with it. It's just a table read.
Third time for Shrek, Fristy. I didn't say B movie. We did B movie last time though.
We've also done. Have we done other, or has it only ever been?
No,
Shrek
it's been Shrek 1, Shrek 2, and B movie.
What is it with your channel and getting inextricably tied with Shrek? And DreamWorks films, I guess.
I feel like I've done this to myself.
I feel like you have.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just, yeah. But yeah, we're going to be reading Shrek the Third, start to finish. I haven't seen this movie in over a decade. I don't think Lycan's seen this movie since, like, it released in theaters.
Probably not. Yeah.
I don't really remember what happens. I know there's, like, a play, and I know that, you know, Prince Charming's in it, and there's Justin Timberlake for some reason, and there's a lot of walking, and there's a lot of nothing that happens that I remember. But that could be just because I don't fucking remember the movie.
Yeah.
If you go back and tell Corgi, you know, a month ago, hey, you should probably rewatch this, he would have laughed at you. Now I wish I would have rewatched it just so I have an idea of what's going on. But
you should always listen to time travelers.
Yeah. Should you though?
I actually don't know. What's the conventional wisdom on that one?
I don't know. Like, I feel like if time travelers were a thing or are a thing, like, wouldn't that also be there's bound to be time travel, like, maybe not yet, but like time traveling pranksters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people that just go back. Well, that could just be they go back and fuck with the timeline, and then their timeline gets fucked up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Then we're talking about multi-dimensional shit. You know what?
Sounds all bad.
Yeah, we're good. We're fine. But like, you know, Todd, who, you know, like, you know, time traveled back to like 1980 and caused a whole lot of fucking trouble back then, and then caused an offshoot that like caused the world to reverse spin, and yeah, you know what? Never mind. So we're gonna be reading Shrek 3. Lycan, are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
Yeah? That doesn't sound very ready.
Yeah, here's hoping my throat holds up.
Okay. Also, as a reference point, we have not read through this, and we have not seen this movie in 10 years. So if there is something that is distasteful or a joke in here that is a little bit dated, I do apologize. We didn't really proofread this, but I'm going to trust that it's not that bad. So it probably isn't. But there might be a thing or two here or there, but you know, we're all adults here.
Yeah, Flame, I updated my character design, so. All right. I want to call attention to this first line, though, that a familiar beam of light shines down. Now, chat, you all know what we're talking about.
The familiar beam of light.
A familiar beam. Oh, we've all seen this one before. We know this beam of light.
We do. Do you not?
Oh, of course.
No, like genuinely. Are you bullshitting?
I don't know what familiar.
Every fucking Shrek movie starts with a beam of light and a book opening.
All right.
Oh my god.
This familiar beam of light shines down. The beam of light descends onto a stage. Lightning flashes reveal Prince Charming riding his valiant steed, Chauncey, across the open plains. The wind blows back his golden mane.
Onward, Chauncey, to the highest room of the tallest tower, where my princess awaits rescue from her handsome Prince Charming.
Lightning cracks, thunder booms. Charming straddles a wooden hobby horse and gallops in place. The stagehand uses a bellow to blow air into Prince Charming's face. Another stagehand turns a crank that creates the moving background. In the orchestra, a man uses coconuts to create the sound effects of a galloping horse. Two more stagehands backstage create the cheap sound effects of thunder and lightning. A crudely constructed castle tower sits in front of a cheaply painted backdrop. The fairy tale creatures are sitting at a table in the audience.
This is worse than love letters. I hate dinner theater. Wait, how?
I don't remember how Pinocchio sounds. He
Wait,
sounds
no,
a lot like Gingerbread Man.
They sound the fucking same, don't they?
They do, yeah.
Me too.
Pinocchio's nose grows as he is caught in the lie. Prince Charming rides to the base of the tower.
Whoa there, Chauncey.
He dismounts and sets his hobby horse to the ground. He strikes a dramatic pose. A princess leans from the tower window.
Hark, the brave Prince Charming approacheth.
Prince Charming puffs out his chest.
Fear not, maiden. I shall slay the monster that guards you and take my place as rightful king.
An old couple at a table look confused.
What did you say?
Prince Charming glares as the bored audience largely ignores him. A man in a bad ogre costume comes onto the stage. Erupts into applause. The fairy tale creatures cheer.
Woohoo! Yeah, get him, Shrek!
At first, Prince Charming was put off by the cheers for the Shrek-like beast. He pulls his sword and confronts the monster.
Prepare, foul beast, to enter into a world of pain with which you were not familiar.
He is cut off as a waiter enters with a birthday cake.
Happy birthday to thee. Do you mind?
Prince Charming hops out of the way when a chair lands on the stage. It slides past him and bumps into the tower facade.
No, do you mind? Boring!
The audience laughs. Prince Charming glares at them and then tries to recover. He points his sword at the monster again. The tower facade starts to topple.
Prepare, foul beast!
Prince Charming looks over his shoulder and sees the facade falling. He cringes. The scenery slams against the stage, but Prince Charming is unharmed, perfectly framed in the princess's window. The crowd laughs at the embarrassed Prince Charming. He shakes his mangled sword at the audience.
Someday you'll be sorry. We already are!
They laugh again. The Prince Charming throws down his sword, picks up his hobby horse, and exits. The song and laughter follow Prince Charming backstage. Interior backstage dressing room. Moments later, Prince Charming walks through a tunnel backstage that leads to a door. The door has a star with his name written on it. He opens it. In the medieval times restaurant, why is this? It's the same. Anyway, Prince Charming sits at his broken vanity and sobs. His makeshift dressing room is an alleyway next to the theater. Horses whinny as a carriage passes by. The castle of far, far away can be seen on a hill in the background. Prince Charming breaks down and cries. He looks up and sees a picture of the fairy godmother taped to the vanity. Don't stop believing. Mommy's little angel is written on the picture.
Damn. Oh, mommy.
He weeps again and then looks back at the picture. A determined change grows across his face.
Oh, you're right. I can't let this happen. I can't.
Prince Charming looks at the castle on the hill. His expression hardens. He stands and faces the castle. He holds up his chin high.
I am the rightful king of far, far away, and I promise you this, mother. I will restore dignity to my throne.
A big gust of wind blows a newspaper page across his face. He peels it off and looks at the headline, his eyes tense and narrow.
And this time, no one will stand in my way.
The newspaper is a picture of Shrek and Fiona waving to a crowd. Prince Charming crumples the paper in his fists. Exterior castle, morning. The camera booms down from what? Why would a camera boom?
No, like a boom arm. It booms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Like it doesn't.
Booms down from the far, far away sign. Yeah. The sun rises and birds sing. Interior Shrek and Fiona's bedroom. The sun shines through the bedroom window as the camera pans over to Shrek and Fiona waking up.
Good morning. Good morning. Oh, morning breath.
Shrek breathes in and smiles.
I know. Isn't it wonderful?
Oh my god. The bedroom doors fly open and Donkey and the Dronkies rush in.
The Dronkies
is what it is called in the script.
The Dronkies.
The Dronkies head right for Shrek and Fiona. Shrek cowers beneath the bedclothes.
Good morning. Good morning.
Shrek sinks further into the blankets as the Dronkies exuberantly lick him. Fiona is amused. Donkey starts to sing Good Morning from Singing in the Rain as he enters the room.
I don't fucking know this. The sun is shining through. Good morning to you and you and you.
The drunkies fly out of the room. Yeah, I think you got that.
I think I got that. That was pretty okay.
Yeah, good job. Where are my hands? Clap, 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 clap. The drunkies fly out of the room, knocking down everything in their path.
Oh, they grow up so fast.
Shrek, greatly annoyed, lifts his hand and snuffs out a little fire on the bed left behind by the drunkies.
Not fast enough.
Puss leaps onto the bed.
Okay, you have very full day filling in for the king and queen. There are several functions that require your attendance, sir. Great, let's get started.
Shrek immediately pulls the covers over his head and starts to snore.
Oh, come on, lazy bones. Time to get moving.
Donkey yanks the sheets off Fiona and Shrek, and he is surprised to see Shrek's bare legs.
Oh, ah! No, you really ought to get yourself a pair of jammies.
Shrek sighs. Interior, knighting ceremony, day. The camera pans down from a stained glass window. The song Royal Pain by the Eels in the background as the title Shrek III is superimposed.
Hold on. Let me. They're writing this screenplay, right? They write the screenplay.
Uh-huh.
They already have in their mind, I want this song playing. And then they just tell DreamWorks to go and get the rights to it.
I guess so, yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Donkey saw that Shrek dongle, and I regret saying those words aloud.
The term dongle for donkey witnessing it is something. I gotta say, I will say something. Whether or not the movies are good, okay, this is infinitely more well-written than Jerry Seinfeld did for B-Movie, bro.
What did he keep saying? Like, what was the phrase that was repeated over and over again?
Flashback or something?
Flash forward.
Flash forward, yeah.
Flash forward. It was flash forward.
Flash forward. Yeah. Flash forward.
Yeah. Oh. You like jazz? Anyway.
You like jazz? All right, go.
So anyway, I will cut to interior knighting ceremony day. The camera pans down from a stained glass window. The song Royal Pain by the Eels plays in the background as the title Shrek III is superimposed. A large crowd is gathered to watch the knighting. Shrek walks down the aisle of the church. Shrek walks up to the knight, who seems a bit nervous. Shrek takes the sword from Puss, but he doesn't have any idea of what he's supposed to do with it. Shrek looks down at Puss, who indicates how to knight a person with his own sword. Shrek starts to knight the knight.
I knight thee.
Shrek accidentally stabs the knight.
Oh.
The crowd, Fiona, Puss, and Donkey look on, shocked.
Literally just murdered somebody. Public execution.
Cut to exterior boat docks day. Shrek and Fiona officiate a boat christening for the Royal Navy. Shrek is holding a bottle of champagne. He leans on the boat, accidentally pushing it down the ramp. Shrek throws the bottle at the boat and it punches an enormous hole in the side of the hull. The boat quickly sinks. Shrek turns to find the patrons far, far away shaking their heads as they leave. Interior dressing room, day. Raoul, the makeup specialist, tightens some aprons around Shrek and Fiona. Donkey, Puss, and Raoul stand in front of them.
Well, since you're filling in for one, you might as well look like a real king. Can anybody come in here, work on Shrek, please?
Raoul stares at Shrek. Shrek raises his eyebrow.
I will see what I can do.
He unrolls a satchel full of different gardening tools. Suddenly, Shrek's arms and legs are strapped to a
Oh, God.
Tools. Suddenly, Shrek's arms and legs are strapped to a chair.
I read this part somewhere. This was on a forum.
Was it? Oh,
no, I'm kidding.
Oh, no.
Wait, no, it ended differently. Never mind. Go on.
God.
Continue.
A man stands with his back to the camera and pulls on a ripcord as if he's holding a chainsaw. Vroom, vroom! In all caps. He turns around to reveal a circular sander and starts to grind away at Shrek's gruesome toenails.
Ew.
Shrek cringes. We see a close-up of Shrek's eye. A mascara brush comes into frame and pulls at Shrek's eyelash. Fiona gets her nose hairs plucked.
Ow.
Lipstick is applied to some lips.
To some lips. We don't know whose. We don't know what. We just lips. Some lips.
Lipstick is applied to some lips. The camera pulls back to reveal that the lips are Shrek's.
Oh, okay. We know. We found out. They were Shrek's.
The hand is tight. A hand tries to tighten the zipper on Shrek's back. It keeps snagging the skin until they finally rip it past and tighten the zipper all the way past. A small sock is placed onto Shrek's foot. With a shoehorn, Shrek's foot is shoved into a small shoe. Pop! A collar is placed around Fiona's neck, and her corset is tightened. A drill comes into frame and tightens the rivet on Shrek's belt. A mole is placed on his cheek. Interior backstage later. Reveal:
Milo
Shrek and
Buppo
Fiona
resubbed
standing
for
awkwardly
14
in
months and
outrageous
says,
Renaissance
didn't know
outfits.
the internet came back.
Milo!
Gave me a day-old Notice X.
Thank you for the
X,
14
my bad
months.
man.
Welcome back. Thank you. Love's in the chat. Oh!
Puss rolls his eyes.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
Fiona is uncomfortable.
Is this really necessary? Oh, quite necessary. Oh, quite necessary, Fiona. I'm Shrek, you twit. Oh, whatever. Okay, peoples. This isn't some rehearsal. This isn't a rehearsal. Let's see some hustle. Smiles, everyone. Smiles!
Off-screen, the Master of Ceremonies announces the couple's arriving at the party. Fiona turns to Shrek and sees he is not in a good mood.
I don't know how much longer I can keep this up, Fiona. I'm sorry, Shrek. But can you please just try to grin and bear it? It's just until Dad gets better.
Shrek lets out a frustrated sigh.
Shrek? Yeah? You look handsome. Ah, come here, you.
She gives him a supportive smile. He relaxes and smiles back. Fiona puckers her lips and Shrek leans in for a kiss, but their bulky outfits prevent it. Shrek and Fiona let out a huge breath of air.
Ugh. Oh, my butt is itching up a storm. I can't reach it in this monkey suit.
Shrek tries to scratch his butt, but to no avail.
Oh, hey, you, come here. Oh, no.
Oh, a man holding a ruby scepter walks over to Shrek.
What's your name? Fiddlesworth, my lord. Oh, perfect.
Fade to black. Interior ballroom continuous. The announcer introduces Shrek and Fiona.
Ladies and gentlemen, Princess Fiona and Sir Shrek.
The audience claps.
Yay!
The curtain starts to open, but Fiddlesworth is scratching away at Shrek's butt. Oh my god.
Oh, you've done it all.
Leaning into the gross ogre.
All right, this is going to be
movie.
very uncomfortable for me. So, chat, just look away. Don't look. Oh, you've done it. Oh, a little over to the left. Yeah, that's great. Shrek.
Fiddlesworth struggles to reach Shrek's itch. The crowd looks on in horror. Fiona tries to get his attention.
All right, you've got it. Oh yeah, you're on it. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's good. Shrek. Oh yeah, scratch that thing. You got it. You're on it. That's great. Shrek.
Shrek and Fiddlesworth finally see the crowd. They both freeze. Shrek laughs nervously. Suddenly, Shrek's belt buckles snap off and hits Donkey in the eye. He stumbles through the crowd screaming.
Oh, my eye! My eye!
As he is stumbling, he grabs hold of a lady in the crowd.
What are you doing?
The woman pushes Donkey away. He falls, knocking over a guard holding an axe on his way down. The guard drops the axe. It flies past Puss, who is in the arms of a lady. The axe knocks over a vase. The vase flies up on the stage, and Fiona maneuvers to catch it. In flight, water spills out of the vase, which causes Fiona to fall over. Shrek's tuxedo bib slaps him in the face. The class holding Shrek's pants up breaks off. Shrek stands up on stage with his pants around his ankles. He shuffles towards Fiona.
Holy fucking stage direction and narration.
I know, right?
Oh my god. None of these movies have had this much.
I know, this is intense.
2 Scar, thank you for the follow. Fiona!
He trips over his pants and hits a loose wooden plank on the stage. The plank flings up and sends Fiddlesworth flying through the air, where his jacket slips over a banner pole, trapping him. Shrek has reached Fiona, who is still lying on the floor.
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
Fiona's eyes suddenly widen. Fiddlesworth... Hold on, I need to mute Discord.
Are you just getting, like, pings up the ass?
Yeah, my team chat's blowing up right now. How do we turn on streamer mode? Streamer mode. There it is. Enable streamer mode. Okay, dokes. We're back. Fiona's eyes suddenly widen. Fiddlesworth's jacket rips off and he falls into a waiter carrying flaming skewers.
Ah!
The skewers fly into the air. Tonky stands up in frame with one eye half shut. The flaming skewers shoot at him and land in the curtains, setting them on fire. He blows one of the skewers out and takes a bite.
Oh, shrimp. My favorite.
The fire causes a far, far away shield to detach from a wooden ceiling beam and fall onto the stage, breaking it in half. The whole stage collapses in the middle. The buffet table slide toward Shrek and Fiona at the other end of the table, and they collide. Crash! Bang! Cut to black. Interior, Shrek and Fiona's bedroom. Night. The door to Fiona's room flies open.
That's it. We're leaving.
Shrek storms in, pulling bits of buffet food off his face.
Honey, please calm down.
Shrek grabs the wig off the table, grabs the wig off his head, and throws it aside.
Calm down. Who do you think we're kidding? I am an ogre. We're not cut out for this. Fiona, I never will be.
Shrek wipes off his makeup with his shirt sleeve and flings his shirt onto the floor. He falls onto the bed next to Donkey.
Well, I think it went pretty well.
Shrek startles.
Donkey!
Shrek picks him up and throws him out the door.
Aw, come on now, Shrek.
Shrek slams the door shut. Shrek turns back towards the bed and sees Puss reclining on his pillow.
Some people just don't understand boundaries.
Shrek picks Puss up by the scruff of his neck and tosses him outside the window. He shuts it. Puss sits sadly on the ledge, giving Shrek his sad eyes routine. Shrek draws the blinds. Shrek stomps over and falls back onto the bed. Fiona tries to calm him down.
Just think. A couple more days and we'll be back home in our vermin-filled shack, strewn with fungus, filled with the rotting stench of mud and neglect.
This thought calms him. Shrek takes a long, deep breath and exhales. He smiles.
Oh, you had me at vermin-filled. And, maybe even the pitter-patter of little feet on the floor? That's right, the swamp rats will be spawning. No, you...
Oh, no.
You know what I was thinking of is a little bit bigger than a swamp rat. Donkey? No, Shrek. What if, theoretically, yeah, they were little ogre feet? Oh.
Shocked, Shrek falls off the bed. He slowly emerges from behind the bed.
Honey, let's try and be rational about this. Have you seen a baby lately? They just eat and poop, and they cry, and then they cry when they poop, and they poop when they cry. Now, imagine an ogre baby. They extra cry, and they extra poop. Shrek.
He grabs his hands and looks deeply into his eyes.
Don't you ever think about having a family?
Shrek takes her hand.
Right now, you're my family.
There is a knock on the bedroom door. The door bursts open, revealing a royal page. Shrek springs up.
Well, somebody better be dying.
Cut to interior king's room. Moments later, the camera pushes through a corridor that leads to the king's bedroom. The king is lying on his lily pad, coughing.
I'm dying.
The king exhales and launches into a violent coughing fit. Shrek looks a bit guilty about his last admission. The queen comes to the king's aid, and he settles down.
Oh, Harold. Don't forget to pay the gardener, Lillian.
The queen is used to these kind of non sequiturs.
Of course, darling.
The king surpasses... Oh, sorry. The king suppresses a few coughs and then turns to his daughter.
Fiona. Yes, Daddy?
Well.
Shut the fuck up. Now is not the time.
This man is dying.
I know I've made many mistakes with you. It's okay, but your love for Shrek has taught me so much.
Fiona smiles. The king addresses Shrek.
My dear boy, I am proud to call you my son. And I'm proud to call you my frog king dad-in-law.
Shrek smiles.
Now, there is a matter of business to attend to.
The king starts wheezing and coughing. Eventually, he stops. They think he's dead. Puss solemnly removes his hat.
The Frog King is dead.
Fiona starts crying. The king suddenly wakes up, coughing.
Put your hat back on, fool. Shrek, please come hither.
Fiona gives Shrek a look. Shrek walks over to the king.
Yeah, Dad? This kingdom needs a new king. You and Fiona are next in line for the throne. Oh, next in line. Now, you see, Dad, that's why people love you. Even on your deathbed, you're still making jokes.
The king stares at Shrek, stone-faced. Shrek leans in closer.
Oh, come on, Dad. An ogre is king? I don't think that's such a good idea. There's got to be somebody else. Anybody. Aside from you, there is only one remaining heir.
Shrek brightens.
Really? Who is he, Dad? His name is... What? What is his name? What's his name?
Shrek leans in closer after each is, waiting in anticipation. The king starts to hyperventilate.
Daddy!
Oh, whoa.
Shut
The
up.
king is dead. A fly comes out of his mouth and flies away. Starts to take his hat off. The fly buzzes into frame. A tongue catches it. Puts his hat back on.
Moon Knight, thank you for the gift into T-Strike. Tier 2! Thank you so much. Welcome back.
What always stresses me out about like starting these script reads is that we'll like be doing this for a good 20 minutes and then I'll see the scroll bar and we're like maybe 10% of the way there. I'm like, oh.
Just don't even look at it.
Don't even look at it.
Don't even look at it. All right? Don't even look at it. When you think about it, we're actually 20% of the way there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 18.
Almost.
We're on page 18 out of 119, but okay.
His name is Arthur. Arthur? I know you'll do what's right.
He succumbs. The king really is dead now.
Harold! Dad? Dad! Dad!
Donkey bows his head.
Do your thing, man.
Puss takes his hat off. Fiona starts to cry and hugs Shrek. The weight of the king's request hits Shrek. He is in a state of shock. We hold a moment on the Queen, Shrek, Fiona, Puss, and Donkey to let the king's passing sink in.
Nexus, what the fuck are you talking about, man? I'm gonna pause right here. What? Huh? Excuse me? Either like just shut up and sit there and listen to the fucking script, or like go somewhere, because you're just being weird. All right, moving on. Mods, you have Mods, you have full control. Go ahead. I have said my piece. Protecting me from what? The fucking boogeyman? like what the fuck do you mean protecting me?
It's absurd. Anyway,
go on.
Yeah, Dissolve 2. The exterior, Rodeo Drive, continuous. The streets of far, far away are empty. People are closing up the shops on Rodeo Drive. Dissolve 2, the castle, exterior, continuous. The knights of far, far away march toward the castle as the flag is lower to half-mast. Exterior pond, later.
Keck buys in the chat.
Keck buys, yep.
I'll tell you right now, Jerma has no fucking business with me. I don't know who the fuck that is. He doesn't know who the fuck I am. I can promise you that. The fuck?
Whatever. Anyway.
Jerma's off his shit right now. He's hunting people down.
I have no idea who that is.
I don't even know. All right, let's continue.
Anyway, some people just want to make things all about themselves. All right. Exterior pond, later. Clothes on a statue of the late king. Shrek, Fiona, the queen, and all the fairy tale creatures and princesses have gathered for the funeral. The queen sets an old shoebox. Ye old footlocker of a lily pad and sends it floating out into the water. An overhead shot shows the box floating through the lily pads.
Yeah,
The
can we get
camera
some
tilts up to reveal
Dedge
a
in the
frog
chat?
choir singing Live and Let Die.
Live
The
and let
princesses,
die.
Donkey, Puss, and the
Bow.
fairy tale creatures all bow their heads solemnly. Shrek puts his arm around Fiona. The funeral has ended and the crowd begins to disperse. Shrek, Fiona, and the Queen stand by the pond. The Queen sadly gazes at the pond. Dissolve 2, exterior, a bluff overlooking the castle, continuous. The camera pulls back to reveal a cloaked figure on horseback overlooking the funeral. The figure removes his hood to reveal Prince Charming.
Oh
He
shit!
gives a smug smile and rides off. Cut to the Poison Apple Bar, night, exterior.
Holy
Prince Charming rides up to the
fucking
Poison
narration.
Apple Bar. I know, right?
There's
Now,
so much
interior.
more!
I'm
This
so glad
whole-
I'm doing this when I'm sick.
Chat, this is what I'm telling you, okay? This movie is nothing. Nothing happens. There's no talking. It's just wide angle camera shots. That's it.
Can we get some socks, Korg socks?
Yeah, Korg socks in the chat.
Yeah. I know normally it's like I just kind of butt in every once in a while to give some like
This
setting,
is
and then it's mostly Corgi Talks. But
insane,
now it is
bro.
me and my sore throat just going on and on. So thank you all for being patient. Interior, Poison Apple Bar, continuous. Smoke wafts through the screen. The camera pans down to the top of a piano where an ashtray with a lit cigarette burns and a brandy sifter is filled with coins. The camera pans over to a singing witch who turns around to reveal a microphone in her hand. The singing witch starts to sing "I've Never Been to Me" by Nancy Wilson. The bar is filled with various fairy tale villains. Two pirates sit forlornly with their mugs. The puppet master takes a drink out of a beer mug. He is surrounded by a bunch of empty beer mugs. Prince Charming enters the bar. A group is gathered around Cyclops riding a medieval mechanical bull, hooting and hollering. The bull stops and the villains turn to look at Prince Charming. Prince Charming hangs his cape on a tree branch. The camera adjusts to the right to reveal the branch is actually one of the evil trees, who flings the cape to the floor. Everyone takes notice as Prince Charming walks through. Little Red Riding Hood is sitting on a pile of books at the table. Evil dwarves glare in Prince Charming's direction. Prince Charming walks by a pair of witches.
Hold on.
Yes.
Why is Little Red Riding Hood
don't
here?
know. I don't. Yep.
What
Classic
the fuck
fairy
did...
tale villain, evil Little Red Riding
Because like
Hood.
even if we're going off of Brothers Grimm, right? Little Red didn't do anything. The woodsman fucking murdered the shit out of the werewolf. But like, what? Okay. Oh yeah, the
Little Red
wolf
Riding
is on
Hood
the good side. You're right. The big bad wolf's the good guy.
Yeah.
So
I
naturally, Red has to be the
she's
villain.
an accomplice, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little Red Riding Hood is sitting on a pile of books at the table. Evil dwarves glare in Prince Charming's direction. Prince Charming walks by a pair of witches. One is the evil queen from Snow White, playing pool. The evil queen scratches when she sees them, and the pool ball goes flying into the headless horseman's neck. Prince Charming walks by the singing witch. He reaches the bar, pulls out a handkerchief, places it over the bar stool, and sits. Prince Charming spots the bartender with her back to him. He clears his throat.
What does a prince have to do to get a drink around here?
Mabel, the other ugly stepsister, rises up in front of a poster with a smiling beer wench.
Ah, Mabel. Why, they call you an ugly stepsister I'll never know.
He winks at her. She glares at him.
Where's Doris? Taking the night off? She's not welcome here, and neither are you.
She spits into the mug and wipes it with a towel. God, this movie's so gross.
What do you want, Charmin? Oh, not much. Just a chance at redemption. And a fuzzy navel.
Prince Charming stands up and turns to the bar patrons.
And fuzzy navels for all my friends.
Is that a type of drink?
I think it's a type of drink, but I'm not. It's I'm gonna say it's a navel orange.
Okay, sure.
That's yeah.
In an uncleaned glass. Prince Charming stands and turns and fuzzy navels for all my friends. Okay. Captain Hook rips his hook across the piano keys. The singing witch bares her teeth. The witches break their pool cues. The puppet master breaks his beer mug.
We're not your friends.
Prince Charming grows nervous. The villains all approach Prince Charming. From behind the bar, Mabel grabs Prince Charming by his shoulders and pins him to the top of the bar.
Ah!
Captain Hook places his hand against Prince Charming's neck.
You don't belong here. You're right. Oh, I mean, you're absolutely right. But I mean, do any of us do a number on his face? No. Wait.
Underscore Husky resubbed for 18
You're more alike
months
than
and
you
says,
think.
Howdy Stimky
Prince Charming
Corgi.
turns to the evil queen.
Wicked Witch, 7 dwarves saved Snow White, and then what happened? Oh, what's it to you? They left you the unfairest of them all. And now here you are, hustling pool to get your next meal. How does that feel? Pretty unfair.
Prince Charming begins to work the crowd.
Hunter, thank you for the 18 months.
You.
Welcome back. Year and a half. Thank you.
This is how Liza P starts. Yeah.
Yeah. And your star puppet abandons the show to go and find his father. I hate that little wooden puppet.
Prince Charming turns to Captain Hook.
And Hook.
Prince Charming looks down at the hook.
Need I say more?
Captain Hook backs off, feeling insecure about his appendage. What is...
And you, Frumpy Pigskin. Rumpelstiltskin. Where's that firstborn you were promised, hey?
Rumpelstiltskin caresses a pacifier tattoo on his forearm. Prince Charming gains more confidence as he confronts Mabel.
Mabel, remember how you couldn't get your little fat foot into that tiny glass slipper?
Mabel sighs. Is that where the stepsister... Oh, okay, yeah.
She's Cinderella's stepsister!
That
I
makes
understand
sense.
now. I didn't know where the fuck they came in. Now I get it.
Mabel sighs.
Cinderella is in far, far away right now, eating bonbons, cavorting with every little last fairy tale creature that has ever done you wrong.
Prince Charming now has everyone's attention.
Once upon a time, someone decided that we were the losers. But there are 2 sides to every story, and our side has not been told.
The crowd listens in rapt attention.
So who will join me? Who wants to come out on top for once? Who wants their happily ever after?
The crowd of villains cheer and starts getting rowdy. A brawl ensues. Prince Charming looks on, shocked. He ducks out of the way of a flying liquor bottle. He smiles nervously and lifts his fruity, fuzzy navel to drink. Cut 2, exterior dusk. The camera booms down from the lighthouse. Blind mouse number 1? Yes, okay.
This way, gents.
The blind mice stumble and fall trying to get down the steps to the dock. The fairy tale creatures and dragon have gathered to wish Shrek, Puss and Donkey a bon voyage as they set off to retrieve Arthur. On the docks, the 2 drunkies chase a seagull as a camera pans over to Puss in Boots, who breaks free of the embrace of a lady cat.
It's just a cat. Like
it's just a lady cat.
It's just a cat.
It's just a
It's out of my hands, señorita. The winds of fate have blown on destiny. But I will never forget you. You are the love of my life.
Off screen, a cat meows and walks towards Puss.
As are you.
The camera pulls out to reveal more and more cats approaching Puss.
And you.
Puss starts walking away as 2 of the cats begin to engage in a cat fight. They are hissing at each other as Puss backs away from them and into another.
And, hi. I don't know you, but I'd like to. I gotta go.
Puss runs out of frame. Cut to Dragon, who is talking to Donkey. Puss runs past them and into the background. Dragon lets out a soft wail.
I know. I don't want to go, or I don't want to leave you either, baby, but you know how Shrek is. The dude's lost without me.
She gives him an understanding smile.
But don't worry. I'll send you airmail kisses every day.
He blows her a kiss and she catches it. She looks down at his children, holding back tears. Oh, sorry. Donkey looks down at his children, holding back tears.
All right. Be strong, babies. Be strong. Now, Coco, Peanut, you listen to Mama, all right? And Bananas, no more roasted marshmallows on your sister's head.
Bananas lets out a fiery sneeze.
Ah, that's my special boy. Oh, come here, all of you. Give your daddy a big old hug.
The baby donkeys fly around their daddy. The donkey that Fiona's holding flies off to join Donkey and the others. Fiona nervously takes in a breath.
Shrek, maybe you should just stay and be king. Oh, come on. There's no way I could ever run a kingdom. That's why your cousin Arthur's the perfect choice. It's not that, no. It's, you see...
Is she Pregante?
Pregnant?
Pregnant? Pregnant Ananan?
And if he gives me any trouble, I've always got persuasion and reason. Here's persuasion, and here's reason.
Shrek chuckles. Fiona gives him a look. Shrek reassures her.
Fiona, soon it's just gonna be you and me and our swamp. It's not gonna be just you and me.
The ship foghorn sounds.
All aboard! It will be. I promise. I love you.
God, Shrek is denser than an onion. He kisses her and joins Puss and Donkey on the boat. He title proudly reads. Oh, I'm guessing
the title
proudly.
The title
proudly reads HRM crushing responsibility to.
Oh, I think that was the boat that he sunk.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah. The boat set sail. The drunkies spell out, "We love you, Daddy," with smoke in the sky.
Aww. Oh, that's lovely.
Donkey waves to his kids and sobs.
Bye-bye, babies!
Fiona runs after the boat.
Shrek!
Shrek leans against the rail, calling out to her.
Yeah? Wait! What is it?
She smiles and takes a deep breath.
I'm...
The ship captain blows a foghorn and cuts her off. Shrek smiles back at her.
I love you too, honey! No, I said I'm...
The ship captain starts to blow again. Shrek grabs the horn and throws it overboard.
You're what? I said I'm pregnant!
The fairy tale creatures behind Fiona cheer.
What was that? You're going to be a father! That's great! Really? I'm glad you think so! I love you!
Shrek smiles back at Fiona.
Yeah! Me too! You!
Fiona smiles as the queen places a hand on her shoulder. Overjoyed at the news, Donkey pops up onto the railing.
I'm gonna be an uncle! I'm gonna be an uncle! I'm gonna be an uncle! Oh, and you, my friend, are royally...
The foghorn blasts again as the boats disappear into the fog. Exterior boat cabin, night. The boat travels along an open sea. Shrek is fast asleep as the boat travels through an estuary and beaches itself. Shrek wakes up. He opens the cabin door.
Home.
He smiles to himself. The boat has beached itself right outside Shrek's swamp house. He leaps off the boat.
Woohoo!
Exterior swamp house, contiguous. Shrek takes a deep breath of swamp air. He skips and dances happily towards his house.
Shrek! Ooh?
Interior swamp house, continuous. He sashays through the front door with his eyes closed, presenting himself.
Fiona?
After a moment of silence, he opens his eyes, realizing that Fiona is not there.
Fiona?
He looks around the room puzzled. The door slams closed behind him. A baby carriage rolls slowly into frame behind him. He turns slowly and sees the baby carriage covered with a blanket. Shrek removes the blanket, revealing a baby ogre, smiling innocently at him.
Oh no.
The baby burps.
Better out than in, I always say.
The ogre baby hiccups. This time, the baby's burp turns into a projectile vomit aimed directly at Shrek. Shrek puts his hand to block the vomit, but to no avail. The baby continues to vomit, but eventually stops after completely soiling himself and Shrek. The baby looks like it's about to cry. Shrek raises his hands.
No. It's okay. It's gonna be all right.
Shrek picks the baby up, smiling at it cautiously. He holds it awkwardly for a few seconds, then looks up and realizes that his house is filled with babies.
Da.
Babies roll
that
around
I remember
his living
distinctly.
Babies roll around his living room, tearing the fabric off his chair. The chair reclines, catapulting one of the babies onto Shrek's head. A standing lamp with the baby on top falls, and Shrek dives to catch him. Another baby is pulling the tablecloth, causing lethal knives to fly straight at him.
I mean, at least he's saving him.
I know, right? He's so
good guy, Shrek.
Baby daddy game. Shrek snatches the baby away just before he's impaled. One of the babies strikes a match near the fireplace. Shrek runs over, picks up the baby, and blows out the match. He takes the baby out of the cauldron.
Hey, wait, would you? No, stop. Hey, no.
Shrek panics. A baby is knocking glass jars off the shelf. Shrek catches him before he crawls off it. Shrek runs through the room, picking up the babies. Interior, Shrek's bedroom, continuous. After he's collected as many babies as he can, Shrek slides over to the curtain of his bedroom.
Huh?
He sees a baby sitting on his bed, smiling up at him. The baby shrugs.
Babataboo? Babataboo?
Suddenly, Shrek hears a loud rumble. He turns around. Babies start pouring out of the window and the fireplace. First there's 1, then 2, then 30 more follow. Hundreds of them start piling in.
Oh my God.
Shrek makes a run for the doorway, but no matter how hard he runs, the doorway keeps getting farther and farther away. He keeps trying. Hundreds of babies trailing behind. Interior, graduation stage, continuous. Finally, Shrek reaches the door and opens it. He slams it shut behind him and closes his eyes. Everything is quiet. He opens his eyes and finds himself on stage in front of his high school. Shrek looks up to find a graduation cap on his head.
He went to high school? What?
Apparently, he went to Ogre High School. The audience is full of ogre babies laughing at him. The camera pulls back to reveal Shrek standing at the podium, naked. Cut 2, exterior boat deck. Dawn. Continuous. Shrek eyes pop open. He sits upright and straight and tries to compose himself.
Ah! Oh! Donkey! Donkey, wake up!
Donkey and Puss turn around, but they both have baby ogre faces. Donkey makes a baby noise. As the camera zooms in, Donkey's eyes glow red and his teeth become sharp and pointy.
Da-da!
A foghorn blows. Shrek bolts upright again. Donkey and Puss wake up.
Ah!
He breathes heavily, trying to compose himself.
Shrek! Shrek, are you okay? Oh, I can't believe I'm gonna be a father.
Donkey and Puss look at each other. He gets up and walks to the ship's railing.
How did this happen? Allow me to explain. You see, when a man has certain feelings for a woman, a powerful urge sweeps over him.
Oh, no.
Oh, I know how it happened. I just can't believe it.
Shrek walks away. Donkey leans over to Puss.
How does it happen?
Puss rolls his eyes at Donkey. Donkey sees Shrek at the back of the boat, staring out at the distant horizon.
Bro, it's like if anybody's watched Dragon Ball, it's like how Goku has no perception of like what kissing or hugging is. Like him and Vegeta had this conversation. Like, you've never kissed your wife? He's like, no. What do you mean?
Goku has a wife?
Yeah, he has a wife.
I've never seen the show.
He's like, but you have kids. He's like, yeah? Okay, continue.
Donkey sees Shrek at the back of the boat, staring out at the distant horizon. He walks up next to his friend.
And the cat's in the cradle with the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man in the moon.
Shrek rolls his eyes.
When you're coming home, son, I don't know when, but we'll be together then. Dad.
Shrek cuts Donkey off.
Donkey, can you just cut to the part where you're supposed to make me feel better?
Shrek slumps against the rail. Puss hops up on the railing and whispers into Shrek's other ear.
You know I love Fiona, boss, right? But what I'm talking about here is you, me, my cousin's boat, nice cold pitcher of mojitos, and 2 weeks of nothing but fishing.
Puss makes a let's go fishing gesture by casting an imaginary rod into the ocean. Donkey is right there to whisper in Shrek's other ear.
Man, don't you listen to him. Having a baby is not going to ruin your life. It's not my life I'm worried about ruining. It's the kids.
Donkey and Puss pause as Shrek rants.
Damn. I mean, when have you ever heard the phrase, as sweet as an ogre, or as nurturing as an ogre? Or how about, you're gonna love my dad, he's a real ogre? Okay, I get it. Nobody said it was gonna be easy, but at least you got us to help you out. That's true.
He thinks for a moment.
I'm doomed. You'll be fine. You're finished.
Everyone turns to look at the captain, who clears his throat.
With your journey.
He points to the shore. A majestic castle stands proudly on a nearby bluff. Cut 2, exterior Worcestershire Academy. That's gonna. I love that name. I'm really gonna pronounce that one correctly.
This movie taught me that it's Worcestershire.
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 Worcestershire. Shrek, Puss, and Donkey stand at the entrance to the castle. Donkey reads the sign hanging over the entrance.
Worcestershire. Now that sounds fancy. It's Worcestershire. Like the sauce? That's spicy.
The drawbridge to the castle lowers.
Ooh, they must be expecting us.
They start over the drawbridge. A horse whinnies behind them. Shrek, Donkey, and Puss jump out of the way as a medieval school bus storms by. The kids on the back of the bus scream when they see Shrek.
What in the shit-desire kind of place is this?
Shrek suddenly looks concerned.
Well, my stomach aches and my palms just got sweaty. Must be a high school. High school?
Exterior school grounds. A group of cheerleaders practice.
Ready? Okay. We're out there headed to the top. Yeah, we think so. We think so. And dost thou thinkest thine can be stopped? Nay, we thinks not. We thinks not.
Shrek rolls his eyes and continues on, terrifying students as he walks through the courtyard. The kids run away quickly into the student parking lot, where a bunch of different styled horses-drawn carriage are parked. A carriage passes in front of Shrek that reads, "Caution, student driver."
All right, Mr. Percival, just ease up on the reins.
The carriage jolts forward and crashes off screen. Two stoner kids emerge from a medieval-style WD carriage.
For low, bro, don't burn all my frankincense and myrrh.
Oh my god.
This is a children's movie.
Oh my god.
I need that immortalized, okay? For low, bro, don't burn all my frankincense and myrrh. Yeah, low specifically. For low, bro, don't burn all my frankincense. I'm already starting to feel nauseous from the memories of wedgies and swirlies. But how did you receive the wedgies when you are clearly not wearing of underpants? Let's just say some things are better left unsaid and leave it at that.
He notices two female students discussing their love lives.
Oh my god, it's Guinevere?
Regular Josh 1 resubbed for 8 months.
Oh my god.
Regular!
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for the 8 months. Welcome back. Guinevere was one of the daughters of... It was from, like, Knights of the Round Table. I can't recall exactly who they were. So then I was all like, I'd rather get the Black Plague and lock myself in an Iron Maiden than go out with you. Totally.
Shrek approaches them.
Pardon me.
And they flee in terror.
Totally Ewith. Yeah, totally.
A pair of dorky kids play a medieval role-playing board game.
Yes! I just altered my character level to +3 superb ability. Hi, we're looking for someone named... Gee, who rolled a +9 dork spell and summoned the beast and his quadrupeds?
Oh my god.
Continue, please.
The students... Well, he says...
Well, yeah,
the student panics and then his nose starts to bleed.
Oh god, ew.
Yeah.
I know you're yes, I know you're busy not fitting in, but can either of you tell me where I can find Arthur?
While Xavier tries to control the bleeding, Gary points towards the athletic field.
He's over there.
Exterior jousting range. In the distance, Shrek spots a bold knight atop his steed. I don't know why that's
bold knight, because it's bold. It's a bold knight, so they got to be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Spots a bold knight atop his steed. He looks very impressive as he rears up, ready to charge.
How meta is it that they're playing
Puss.
D&D in medieval times?
Yeah, right. Shrek, Donkey, and Puss arrive to see the beginning of the charge. It's an exciting back and forth. Hooves pound the sand. The knight's eyes steady. The horse rears majestically. The opponent's eyes widen in fear. The lance hits, and the opponent flies off through the air and lands in front of Shrek, Puss, and Donkey. Shrek looks back at the victorious knight. He removes his helmet, revealing a strong, handsome face. The knight enjoys his victory.
Ha ha! There is no sweeter taste on thy tongue than victory. Oh, yeah, right! Oh!
There Shrek turns to Puss.
Those were jocks, by the way.
Those were jocks.
Those were jocks.
I feel like that was
probably yeah.
Great voice acting.
That wasn't Lancelot, but go on.
Oh yeah. Shrek turns to Puss.
Strong, handsome face, handsome face of a leader. Does Arthur look like king or what?
Shrek steps forward.
Ow!
And Shrek looks down, his foot planted square on the chest of Lancelot's opponent. Shrek steps back.
Oh, sorry.
The kid doesn't budge, his arms and legs still sprawled out where he hit the ground.
Did you just say you were looking for Arthur?
Shrek, Puss, and Donkey turn back around.
That information is on a need-to-know basis. It's top secret. Hushity hush.
Exterior jousting range, Knight's arena. The knight commands his troops.
Now, gentlemen, let's away to the showers. All right. Ooh.
Shrek approaches the knight. The knight's horse rears up and he falls off. The horse gallops off. The knight looks up at Shrek in fear.
Greetings, your majesty. This is your lucky day. So what for, are you supposed to be? Some kind of giant mutant leprechaun or something? Oh, giant mutant leprechaun. You made it funny.
Shrek scoops up the knight, tosses him over his shoulder, ogre style.
Unhand me, monster! Stop squirming, Arthur. I'm not Arthur!
Shrek stops and holds Lancelot above his head. Lancelot tries to regain his dignity.
I am Lancelot!
Lancelot points across the schoolyard.
That dork over there is Arthur.
He points to the teenage Arthur!
Teenage Arthur!
It's in all caps. Skulking away across the schoolyard.
Hey!
Artie turns his head briefly, but keeps on walking. Shrek sighs and dumps Lancelot to the ground. Shrek storms off towards the school. Puss and Donkey catch up. One of the female students steps in front of Shrek.
Ahem! This is going to be totally embarrassing, but my friend Tiffany thinkest thou vex her so soothly.
The other girls giggle.
What? What? Man. What is happening? And she thought perchance thou would want to ask her to the homecoming dance or something. Excuse me? It's like, whatever. She's just totally into college guys and mythical creatures and stuff.
She pops her gum.
Same.
Later. Yeah. Cut to interior hallway. Later. Shrek and Puss search the hallways looking for Artie.
Hey, she likes what she likes, Chad, okay?
We don't judge here.
Where are we?
I don't know.
Hallway later?
Yeah, something like that.
This is you.
Shrek and Puss search the hallways looking for Artie. I said that.
Oh, okay. That's what I was looking. I was looking for the line. God damn it. Oh, Arthur, come out, wherever you are.
Off screen, we hear a mumbling from inside a locker. Shrek and Puss look as Donkey pushes the locker door open. He has been stuffed inside. Off screen, we hear some students laughing.
Yeah, you better run, you little punk. No good, because the days of little donkey dumpy drawers are over.
And
what?
I sucketh sign has been taped over Donkey's butt.
Oh, Donkey was in the fucking locker. I missed that.
He was in the locker, yeah. Shrek spots students entering the gymnasium. They approach a hall monitor who stops them.
The hall monitor! Hold it.
Two mascot costume students walk up to the hall monitor.
We're here for the the mascot contest.
The hall monitor waves them in. Shrek gets an idea.
We're here for the mascot contest too.
The hall monitor reaches out and starts painfully pinching and pulling at Shrek's skin. Shrek tries to hide the pain.
This is a costume? I worked on it all night long.
The hall monitor lets his face snap back into place. Shrek struggles not to scream in agony. Hall monitor is still suspicious.
Looks pretty real to me. If it were real, could I do this?
Puss's claws snap out one at a time, like jackknives, and then Puss jabs all the claws deep into Shrek's butt.
Or this?
Donkey kicks Shrek hard in the groin with his hind legs. Shrek winces and sweats.
He's right. If it were real, that would have been agonizingly painful. Now watch this. That's quite enough, boys.
Interior gymnasium, continuous. Principal,
what is it?
Pinchley?
Pinchley? Pinkley?
Pinchley? I'm gonna go with
Pinchley. It's Pinchley.
Principal Pinchley presides over an assembly for the entire student body. He speaks through a megaphone.
Thank you to all professors, or to Professor Prinbottom for his invigorating lecture on how to just say nay.
Two students are standing next to Pinchley. One is dressed up like a dragon, and the other as a griffin.
And now, without further ado, let's give a warm Worcestershire huzzah to the winner of our mascot contest, the...
Shrek bursts through the door, through the double doors of the gym.
Ogre?
The students gasp as Shrek marches forward.
That's right! I'm the new mascot, so let's really try and beat the other guys at whatever it is they're doing.
The band plays Smash Mouth's Rockstar.
This is indeed a bit unorthodox.
Without breaking stride, Shrek grabs Principal Pinchley's megaphone.
Now, where can I find Arthur Pendragon?
The students all point to the basketball hoop where Artie hangs helplessly. Shrek, Donkey, and Puss turn and look up to see the freshly wedgied student. The students laugh. In the front row, Lancelot bumps fists with Bohort.
Bohort. Classic.
Classic. Donkey turns to Lancelot.
You should be ashamed of yourself. I didn't do it. They did.
Lance points to the D&D nerds. They are beside themselves with nasal laughter. Nosebleed Boy starts bleeding again. Shrek reaches up and pulls Artie down to eye level.
Please don't eat me. Eat him. Eat him. Eat him.
Even Principal Pinchley gets caught up in the excitement.
Eat him.
Shrek yanks on Artie and pulls him off the hoop.
I'm not here to eat him.
Aww. It's time to pack up your toothbrush. Oh, no. Why am I reading Shrek's line?
It's time to pack up your toothbrush and jammies. You're the new king of Far, Far Away. What?
The students react with surprise and disbelief.
Artie? A king? More like the mayor of Loserville. Ha! Nice one, Lance.
They high-five. The tuba player plays off. Wah, wah, wah.
Burn!
Everyone laughs.
Is this for real? Absolutely. Now clean out your locker, kid. You've got a kingdom to run. So wait, I'm really the only heir?
Shrek pauses for a moment, and then...
The one and only. Give me just a second.
Artie turns back to the crowd and delivers a heartfelt speech.
I love how just accepting we are of this. This is what's happening. Right?
Oh, yeah. We don't have to, it's an hour and 33 movement. We don't have time to convince Arthur. He's just got to believe it immediately.
Yeah. My good people, I think there's a lesson here for all of us. Maybe the next time you're about to dunk a kid's head in a chamber pot, you'll stop and think, hey, maybe this guy has feelings. Maybe I should cut him some slack. Because maybe, just maybe, this guy's going to turn out to be, I don't know, a king. And maybe his first royal decree will be to banish everyone who ever picked on him. That's right. I'm looking at you, jousting team.
Artie points, and Lancelot and his buddies look horrified.
And Gwen. Oh, Gwen. I've always loved you. Ew. Well, good friends, it breaks my heart, but enjoy your stay here in prison while I rule the free world, baby. All right, let's not overdo it. I'm building my city, people, on rock and roll. You just overdid it.
Shrek shoves the kid through the door.
Ow!
Shrek, Donkey, and Puss exit the gymnasium. Cut to interior library day. All the princesses and fairy tale creatures have gathered for Fiona's baby shower. A group of birds gently place a flowered wreath on Fiona's head. The princesses all gaze at her.
Oh, look at you. Wow. You look darling. Just precious. Look at her. I don't have a lot of range with these voices, unfortunately.
Princess voices.
So,
I don't know.
Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, Rapunzel, they're all going to be the same. Fuck you.
Yeah.
So, have you had any cravings since you've been pregnant?
Fiona stands at the buffet table, stuffing her face with cakes, pies, and anything else she can get her hands on.
No, not at all.
He takes another bite.
You smell ham. Ooh, it's present time.
The birds and forest creatures all flock to Snow White. They chirp and hoot happily. Snow White looks annoyed.
Oh, Fiona, won't you please open mine first? It's the one in front.
Fiona reads the card.
Congratulations on your new messmaker. Oh, messmaker. Hopefully this helps. Love, Cinderella.
Fiona opens it and pulls out a plastic baggie and pooper scooper.
Ooh. Would you look at that? Oh no, this is Doris.
That's Doris. That's the
That's
ugly
Doris.
Stepsister.
Oh, will you look at that? What is it? It's for the poopies. Ew, what? Babies poop? Everyone poops, Beauty.
The fairy tale creatures get excited.
Fiona, we all chipped in for one little present too. Yeah.
Pinocchio spins around, revealing a baby Bjorn with a gingerbread man inside.
Ta-da! Oh. The baby's the baby's gonna love it because I do. Oh, thanks, you guys. That's so sweet. Thank you.
Fiona turns to another present.
Who's this from? I got you the biggest one because I love you the most.
The other girls scowl at her.
Have one on me. Love, Snow White.
Fiona pulls the string, opening a box to reveal a dwarf.
What is this? He's a live-in babysitter. Where's the baby?
I love that this character is named Nanny Dwarf.
Nanny Dwarf. Where's the baby? I remember this guy specifically too. Where's the baby? Oh, you're too kind, Snow, but I can't accept this. Oh, think nothing of it. I've got 6 more at home. What does he do? The cleaning, the feeding, the burping. So what are Shrek and I supposed to do? Well, now you have plenty of time to work on your marriage. Gee, thanks, Rapunzel. And what's that supposed to mean? Oh, come on now, Fiona. You know what happens.
Cinderella prods Beauty.
Huh? Oh, you're tired all the time. You'll start letting yourself go. Stretch marks! Say goodbye to romance.
Dragon puts her head through the window.
Dragon says, and I quote, "Yort." Sorry, but how many of you have kids?
Doris wedges herself onto the couch.
She's right. Baby's only is only going to strengthen the love that Shrek and Fiona have. How did Shrek react when you told him? Tell me.
Fiona smiles.
Well, when first found out, Shrek said, "Roar."
Cut to exterior sky above, far, far away. Day. The fairy tale villains are heading into town on flying broomsticks. The evil trees are hanging underneath some of the large broomsticks. Prince Charming is riding side saddle with one of the witches.
Onward, my new friends, to our happily ever afters.
Bug flies into his mouth. Prince Charming takes the bug out of his mouth.
Now bombs away!
From the sky, Prince Charming, Cyclops, and the evil witches swoop down in winged formation on the broomsticks. The evil trees are dropped like bombs. They pull their branches, i.e. ripcord, to activate their plumage as parachutes. Prince Charming and his army dive bomb towards Rodeo Drive. A POV shot of an evil witch flying over Rodeo Drive. People are diving out of the way. The evil trees land, surrounding shoppers who flee in terror. A shadow falls over the child, and he looks up to reveal Captain Hook and the Headless Horseman on horseback.
Well, 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 if it isn't Peter Pan. His name isn't Peter! Shut it, Wendy!
Evil dwarves chase patrons around Ye Old Booteria shop. They replace a few letters on the store window and turn it into Ye Old Hooters.
Ye Old Hooters!
The excited patrons race back in.
Oh my god. Somebody put the Hooters outfit on me, please.
An evil knight scares the patrons of Farbucks away and then takes a seat to drink the unfinished coffee. Another villain throws a cart into a store window. Cyclops rips some of the stamps off envelopes, puts the envelopes back in the mailbox, and laughs. The camera pans up to Prince Charming on the broomstick flying down Rodeo Drive.
Enough pillaging! To the castle!
Prince Charming on the broom leads the fairy tale villains up to the castle. Exterior castle. The evil witches surround the castle. Dragon takes down one of the witches flying by, but more evil witches circle her. Fiona runs to the window. The evil witches drop a metal net over Dragon. She struggles. Interior library. Bang! The fairy tale creatures run to barricade the door. The three pigs
it's on cooldown.
Push a dresser. What?
Sorry, I'm talking to chat. It's on cooldown, chat. It's on cooldown.
Oh, okay. The three pigs and Pinocchio push a dresser and other furniture in front of the door. The fairy tale creatures are fortifying the room. They brace themselves against the furniture.
You go! Take care of the baby!
The princesses panic.
Everybody stay calm. We're all going to die!
Dora slaps Snow White to calm her down. Fiona rushes to the fireplace and pushes it to the one side, revealing an underground passageway.
Everyone in, now!
Outside library door, Prince Charming commands the villains.
Come on! Put some back into it, people!
The villains use an evil tree as a battering ram. Cyclops rides the tree like a mechanical bull.
Yeehaw! Ow!
Boom! The door is starting to give way.
We don't have time. Now go! Quickly, ladies.
The princesses go down the stairs.
We'll hold them off long as we can!
Boom! There is another loud explosion and the door blows open. Prince Charming and the fairy tale villains enter. He spots the fairy tale creatures having a tea party.
Where are Shrek and Fiona? Name doesn't ring a bell. Yeah, no bell.
The fairy tale creatures go back to drinking their tea.
I suggest you freaks cooperate with the new king of Far, Far Away. The only thing you're ever going to be king of is king of stupids.
Prince Charming snaps.
This is hurting. This voice is hurting my my throat today. Hook. All right.
Captain Hook approaches Gingerbread Man.
Avast ye, cookie.
He raises his hook under Gingerbread Man's shins.
Start talking.
Gingerbread Man tries to hold strong but passes out. A montage of Gingerbread Man's life flashes before his eyes. Interior bakery day. A baker pulls some gingerbread cookies out of the oven. He puts some of the gumdrop buttons on, and Gingerbread Man is born.
Gingy! Papa!
Gingerbread Man is now attending school.
What the fuck is
this is what we're going with.
This is what we call
that runtime.
Padding
we
runtime.
That runtime. Yeah.
Settle down now. Gingerbread Man graduates.
Yeah. Yes. And then road trip. Gingerbread Man is driving his car with the top down. And movie theater. Gingerbread Man is making out with his girlfriend at a movie. Church. Gingerbread Man and his bride run down the aisle as man and wife. Farquaad's castle. Gingerbread Man is locked in jail. Farquaad pulls off his legs. Interior gym. Gingerbread Man is running on a treadmill, doing his rehabilitation. Wheat field. Gingerbread Man is running through a wheat field. Library. Gingerbread Man is still in a dream state, singing.
On the good ship Lollipop, there's a sweet trip to the candy shop where the bonbons play on the sunny beach of Peppermint Bay.
Prince Charming becomes frustrated. He turns towards Pinocchio's head. He turns Pinocchio's head towards him. Sorry.
I want to know more about Gingerbread Man's wife.
I know, right?
Where the fuck did she go? What happened? Okay. You!
Yeah.
You can't lie. So tell me, puppet, where is Shrek?
Pinocchio thinks.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where he's not.
Prince Charming gets in Pinocchio's face.
You're telling me you don't know where Shrek is?
Pinocchio's still a little nervous.
I wouldn't be inaccurate to assume I couldn't exactly not say. That is or isn't almost partially incorrect.
Pinocchio thinks he has the upper hand.
So you do know where he is? On the contrary, I'm possibly more or less not definitely rejecting the idea. Bro, my voice is fried today.
Yeah, it is.
That in no way, with any amount of uncertainty that... Stop it. I undeniably do or do not know where he shouldn't probably be.
Captain Hook scratches his head. Even the three little pigs are frustrated.
If that indeed wasn't where he is, and even if it wasn't where he's not, I knew he wasn't, or he was, could mean that I wouldn't completely know where he wasn't.
Gingerbread Man continues to sing his lollipop song.
Lollipop. Oh, enough! Shrek went off to bring back the next heir. Oh!
The pig realizes his admission and immediately covers his mouth. Pinocchio laughs nervously.
He's bringing back the next heir. No!
Pinocchio's nose grows.
Hook, get rid of this new king. Right. But bring Shrek to me. I have something special in mind for him. He'll never fall for your tricks!
Pinocchio's nose grows again.
Oh, boy.
Exterior boat deck. Dusk. The boat cuts through the open sea. Artie smiles as he watches Worcester thinking away on the horizon.
I can't believe it. Me, a king? I mean, I knew I came from royalty and all, but I just figured everyone forgot about me.
He looks out to sea, disbelieving.
Oh, no. In fact, the king asked for you personally.
Artie smiles.
Really? Wow. Look, I know it's not all going to be fun and games. It actually is all fun and games. Or it really is all fun and games, actually. Sure, you have to knight a few heroes, launch a ship or two. By the way, make sure you hit the boat just right with the bottle. Boat with the bottle. Any idiot can hit a boat with a bottle.
Shrek chuckles sheepishly.
Well, I've heard it's harder than it looks. Whoa. This is going to be huge. Parties, princesses, castles, princesses. Oh, it's going to be great, Artie. You'll be living in a lap of luxury. They got the finest chefs around waiting for you to place your order.
Puss jumps up onto the railing next to Artie.
And fortunately for you, you'll have the royal food tasters. Oh yeah? What do they do? They taste the food before the king eats to make sure it's not poisoned. Poisoned?
Shrek senses trouble and immediately steps in.
Or too salty.
Shrek turns to Puss and Donkey, trying to shut them up.
Oh, don't worry about it. You'll be safe and sound with the help of your bodyguards. Bodyguards? All of them, willing at a moment's notice to lay down their very own lives out of devotion to you. Really? See, and the whole kingdom will look to you for wisdom and guidance.
Behind Artie, Shrek mouths shut up to Puss and Donkey.
Just make sure you don't die of famine or plague. Oh, plague is bad. The coughing, the groaning, the festering sores.
And Shrek interrupts with a mock laugh.
Oh, festering sores. Hey, you are one funny kitty. Or you are one funny kitty cat. What did I say? We don't want Artie here getting the wrong idea.
Shrek motions to Artie, but he's gone. They all look around.
Artie?
The boat suddenly pitches to the right. Shrek braces himself. Puss and Donkey tumble away.
Whoa!
Artie swings the wheel around, sending the boat back in the direction of a school. Shrek works his way into the cabin and gains control of the wheel. The drunken ship captain slides by.
Whoa! Oh, there goes my hip. Artie?
Shrek turns the wheel the other way.
What are you doing?
The boat veers again, heading back towards far, far away. Artie falls to the ground and slides to the back of the boat. A shuffleboard stick slides next to Artie. He grabs it.
What does it look like?
He jams it in the boat's wheel. The boat lurches. And he swings the boat back in the other direction. Shrek rises up and grabs the wheel and turns it.
This isn't really up to you.
Artie falls underneath the wheel. He stands, shoving the wheel back the other way.
But I don't know anything about being king. You'll learn on the job.
Donkey and Puss roll across the deck.
Whoa!
Shrek grabs the wheel and swings it around. Artie yanks the wheel. They wrestle for control.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm going back. Back to what? Being a loser?
As soon as the word leaves his lip, Shrek knows he's gone too far. Stung, Artie lets go of the wheel, leaving Shrek to yank hard on it. He pulls the steering column from the decking.
Now look what you did. Look what I did. Who's holding the wheel, Chief?
Donkey climbs up onto the railing. He is seasick and is about to puke when he sees jagged rocks ahead.
Shrek!
Shrek desperately sets the wheel back down and tries to steer the ship clear of the rocks. The camera pans past the boat. Off screen, we hear the boat crash into the rocks.
Land ho!
And scene. Exterior
Scene.
beach, dusk. Shrek, holding Puss and Donkey, staggers onto a small beach. He glares at Artie, who pulls himself out of the surf. Shrek drops Puss and Donkey. Puss, tired of being wet, shakes himself vigorously. His fur puffs up into a fro. He drops his head in shame.
How humiliating. Oh, nice going, Your Highness. Oh, so now it's Your Highness. What happened to loser, huh? Hey, if you think that this is getting you out of anything, well, it isn't. We're heading back to far, far away, one way or another, and you're gonna be a father.
Artie raises an eyebrow. Puss and Donkey stare at Shrek uncomfortably.
What? you just said father. I said king. You're gonna be king. You're gonna be king. Yeah, right.
Artie shakes his head and marches down the beach towards a path into the woods.
Where do you think you're going? Far, far away from you. You get back here, young man, and I mean it.
Artie keeps climbing.
Boss, I don't think he's coming back, and maybe it's for the best. He is not exactly king material.
Shrek looks towards Artie.
Why were you planning on telling him that you were really supposed to be king? Oh, come on. Now, why would I do that? Besides, he'll be 10 times better than me at it.
Shrek starts off after Artie. Donkey jumps in front of Shrek.
Hey, whoa, Shrek. Then you're going to have to change your tactics if you want to get anywhere with this kid.
Beat?
I don't know what the fuck that is, but...
I don't either. It's just the only narration there is just...
Beat.
B-E-A-T, period.
You're right, Donkey.
And Shrek picks up a piece of driftwood.
What about this?
Donkey shakes his head in disgust.
Shrek!
Shrek tosses the log.
Oh, come on. It's just a joke. Still.
Shrek walks off, trying to catch up to Artie. Exterior forest.
Oh, it's a short
forest.
pause. Okay.
Oh. Exterior forest, moments later. Artie marches up the mountain trail. Shrek thinks for a moment and then tries a different tactic with the kid. He catches up to Artie.
Listen, Artie.
Artie looks back over his shoulder. He sees Shrek and just keeps going.
If you think this whole mad scene ain't dope, I feel you, dude. I mean, I'm not trying to get up in your grill or raise your roof or whatever. But what I'm screaming is, yo, check out this kazing, thazing, bazaby.
Puss and Donkey glance at each other. Artie notices a cottage in the distance and heads towards it.
Oh my god. This is so cringe. Can we get some dies of cringe in the chat? I mean, if it doesn't groove or what I'm saying ain't straight tripping, just say, oh no, you didn't. And, you're getting on my last nerve. And then I'll know it's whack.
Passing a tree, Artie nonchalantly releases the branch, striking Shrek square in the face. And
How do you
takes off
do,
running.
fellow kids?
How do you do, fellow kids? Yes. Exterior, Merlin's camp. A boiling soup pot sits over fire in front of a small shack. Artie charges through, pounding desperately on the door.
Somebody help! I've been kidnapped by a monster trying to relate to me! RT, wait!
Shrek, Puss, and Donkey run into the camp.
Come on, help, hello!
Suddenly, a burst of light shoots through the door, and a candle box is... Wait. Suddenly, a burst of light shoots through a candle box that is hung on the door. A bright, colorful image of an old wizard's head is projected out. Donkey is terrified.
Ah! Greetings, cosmic children of the universe, and welcome to my Serenity Circle.
Shrek watches.
Please leave any bad vibes outside the healing vortex, and now prepare...
With a and a bloop, the image disappears. The door opens, and a tiny old man, Merlin, comes out.
I knew I should have gotten that warranty.
Merlin smashes the security device with his little fist and is promptly zapped in the head.
Ow! Mr. Merlin? You know this guy? Yeah, he was the school's magic teacher until he had his nervous breakdown. Technically, I was merely a victim of a level 3 fatigue, and at the request of my therapist and school authorities, I have retired to the tranquility of nature to discover my divine purpose.
Merlin smacks the fly that has landed on his head. Shrek and Artie stare in astonishment.
Now, can I interest anyone in a snack or beverage? No.
Merlin offers up a baking dish full of rocks.
Sure you don't want to try my famous rock au gratin?
Merlin takes a bite and chews loudly. His gums are bleeding from eating rocks.
It's organic.
They both stare at him uncomfortably.
Oh, thanks. I just ate a boulder on the way in. But what we need are directions back to far, far away. What's with the we? Who said I was going with you? Oh, I did. Because there's a lot of people counting on you, so don't try to weasel out of it. If it's such a great job, why don't you do it? Understand this, kid. It's no more Mr. Nice Guy from here on out. Oh, so that was your Mr. Nice Guy? I know I'm gonna miss him. You know what? Why don't you go terrorize a village and leave me alone? Oh, is that some kind of crack about ogres? You get your royal highness to far, far away before I kick it there. Now, which way am I kicking? Oh, I could tell you, but since you're in the midst of self-destructive rage spiral, it would be it would be comically irresponsible. Self-destructive. Look, are you going to help us or not? Oh, most definitely, but only after you take the journey to your soul. Yeah, I don't think so. Look, pal, it's either that or primal scream therapy. All right. Journey to the soul.
Exterior, Merlin's camp, later. A fire blazes.
Hi, Printy.
Hello, welcome on in.
Go on.
A fire blazes. Merlin throws a handful of dirt into the fire. It flares.
Now, all of you, look into the fire of truth and tell me what you see. Yeah! Ha! Woo!
He points at the smoke, and it starts to form objects, i.e. Rorschach ink blots. Thank you, stage directions. Puss and Donkey, excited, sit by the fire.
Ooh, charades! Okay, I see a Dutch fudge tort with cinnamon swirls. Okay, monster, go for it.
Shrek glances at the fire. The stroller from his nightmare begins to take shape in the smoke. He blows the image away. He covers his fear and changes the subject.
I see a rainbow pony. Excellent work. Now, the boy. This is lame.
Merlin whacks Artie on the back of the head.
Ow! You're lame. Now just go for it.
He tosses more dirt and flames burst up. Artie studies it.
Okay. There's a baby bird and a father bird sitting in a nest.
Merlin starts beating a drum. Artie's expression starts to change as he stays focused.
Yes. Stay with it. Wait. The dad just flew away. Why did he leave the little bird all alone?
Shrek starts to take this in as he watches. Artie gets more worked up.
It's trying to fly, but it doesn't know how to. It's gonna fall.
Suddenly, Artie catches what he said. The smoke drifts away. He looks and sees everyone else staring back at him, stunned.
Ooh. Proper head case as you are, aren't you? Really messed up. Whoa.
Merlin goes back inside. They all stare at Artie.
Yeah, okay, I get it. The bird's me, my dad left. So what?
Donkey gives Shrek a nudge to go over and talk to Artie. Shrek hesitates, and Donkey insists.
Look, Artie,
Just as he's about to get going, That's What Friends Are For starts playing loudly, Merlin's security device, drowning out any conversation. They all turn towards the shack where Merlin peeks out.
just thought it might help set the mood, for the big heart-to-heart chat.
Everyone stares at him. He sheepishly turns off the device and shuts the door. It's quiet again.
I know what it's like to not feel ready for something.
Artie looks at him.
Even ogres get scared, once in a while. I know you want me to be king, but I can't. I'm not cut out for it, and I never will be, all right?
Shrek takes this in.
Even my own dad knew I wasn't worth the trouble. He dumped me at that school first chance he got, and I never heard from him again. My dad wasn't really the fatherly type either. Well, I doubt he was worse than mine. Oh, yeah? My father was an ogre. He tried to eat me.
Artie looks at Shrek.
Now, I guess I should have seen it coming. He used to give me a bath in barbecue sauce and put me to bed with an apple in my mouth.
Artie chuckles at this.
Okay. I guess that's pretty bad.
Artie laughs and then pokes at the fire.
It may be hard to believe with my obvious charm and good looks, but people used to think that I was a monster. And for a long time, I believed them.
Artie looks up at Shrek.
But after a while, you learn to ignore the names or ignore the names that people call you, and you just trust who you are.
Artie gently pokes at the embers with the stick for a moment.
You're okay, Shrek.
He tosses the stick into the fire.
You just need a little less yelling and use a little more soap. Thanks, Artie. The soap's because you stink. Really bad. Yeah, I got that.
Thanks, Mods. The camera slowly booms up and away from the group as the fire continues to burn. Cut to interior sewer catacombs.
Boy, what's it like to be a loser? I just gotta say that.
There you go. Nice.
Got him.
Got him.
Go on.
The princesses, Fiona and the queen, are surrounded by darkness as they tiptoe down the steps into the catacombs below the castle. They round a corner and step onto a ledge with Fiona leading the way, holding a torch.
Oh, this place is filthy. I feel like a hobo.
All right, goodbye. Anyway.
Oh, they're still
Can we
here?
get some keck buys? Yeah.
Wait, why weren't they banned from the start? What the hell?
The message was deleted. They really...
That's literal... That right there, Mods, that is just hard ban immediately. And report.
Anyway. They're in the catacombs.
Have fun being forgotten, idiot! Okay, let's go.
Yeah, anyway. The princess, Fiona, and the queen are surrounded by darkness as they tip down the steps into the catacombs below the castle. They round a corner and step onto the ledge with Fiona leading the way, holding a torch.
Oh, this place is filthy. I feel like a hobo.
Fiona tries to keep her frustration in check.
I'm sorry, but this just isn't working for me.
Sleeping Beauty, still being carried by Doris, wakes up.
Oh, everything's always about you, isn't it? It's not like your attitude is helping, Snow. Well, maybe it just bothers you. Maybe it just bothers you that I was voted as fairest in the land. You mean in that rigged election? Oh, give me a break. Gesturing toward hair.
Oh.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down thy golden extensions. Can we get some capital D colons?
Wow.
No, Sid, drop it. It's fine. We're moving on. The worst thing you can do after somebody gets banned is ask what they said to get them banned.
Yeah. And then also, they just want attention, and it's...
Yeah, you're giving them the attention. We banned them. They're an idiot. They feel stupid about it. They're going to be lonely and probably sad by themselves tonight. And that's it.
Yeah. Their account's probably also going to get suspended or banned as well.
Yeah.
But, Anyway.
Ladies, let go of your petty complaints and let's work together.
Snow White and Rapunzel share an indignant look. Fiona travels deeper into the catacombs. The other princesses follow.
So I guess the plan is we just wander aimlessly in this stink hole until we rot. No, we're going to get inside and find out what Charming's up to. I know he's a jerk and everything, but I gotta admit, that Charming makes me hotter than July. Ew! That was everybody collectively.
That was everybody,
ew.
yeah. Finally, Fiona spots what she's looking for.
That's it.
Fiona, the queen, and the princesses run towards a long ladder and climb up through a grate into the main castle courtyard. Exterior castle grounds. They peer around a corner and see construction of an outdoor theater is underway. 2 stagehands walk by carrying a large dragon set piece. Evil dwarves are busy painting the set. The finishing touches are being put on the stage tower. The princesses hug the wall as a group of guards march by. Rapunzel takes off in the other direction and signals the princesses to follow her.
Come on, this way! Rapunzel, wait!
Fiona and the princesses race after Rapunzel. They spot her sprinting into the castle and follow her. They burst through the doors and see Prince Charming holding Rapunzel by the arm.
Charming, let go of her!
A large group of armed, far, far away guards surround them. Prince Charming smiles at Fiona.
But why would I want to do that? Woof! God.
Why is he?
They're making dog noises at each other.
Anyway, he looks back at Rapunzel lovingly. The two share a long kiss.
Wait,
Fiona and the other princesses are.
Here's what I don't understand.
What don't you?
The
understand?
far, far away guards are on their side now.
Apparently.
Hello? Okay, moving on. Where are we? Smiles at Fiona? No. Princesses are shocked. What? Say hello, ladies, to the new queen of far, far away.
Cinderella claps excitedly.
Yay!
The princesses stare her down.
Rapunzel, how could you? Jealous much?
Prince Charming eyes up the princesses.
Soon you'll be back where you started. Scrubbing floors or locked away in towers, that is, if I let you last the week. But Pookie, you promised you wouldn't hurt them. Not here, Kitten Whiskers. Daddy will discuss it later. Now forgive us. We have a show to put on.
Incoming scan.
Daddy will discuss it. Oh my god.
Sorry, oh whoa.
Oh whoa, yeah.
I missed my prompt.
Shrek will be back soon, Charming, and you'll be sorry.
He stops and flashes a sadistic smile.
Sorry? Don't you realize once Shrek sets foot in far, far away, he's doomed?
Prince Charming leads Rapunzel out. She looks back at them apologetically. Everyone wears a look of defeat. The guards march them off. Fiona and the princesses are locked away in a prison cell. Fiona looks through the bars of the cell, feeling helpless. Cut 2, exterior woods, outside of far, far away. Day. Shrek startles awake. He sits up and scratches his head, looking around. He realizes it's morning. Behind him, a peaceful bird lands on a tree branch. Suddenly, the tree branch that was holding the bird flicks it off. Shrek senses the movement behind him and turns around to find everything is normal. He turns back around to wake up everyone. The tree starts to advance towards Shrek. The log Artie is sleeping on suddenly sits up, knocking Artie, who is still asleep, to the ground.
Ow!
The tree turns around to reveal an evil tree!
An evil tree!
Evil!
Ah!
Donkey finally wakes up.
Evil!
The trees continue to advance. A piano is heard. The trees parked, and Hook is revealed to be playing the piano. The music builds for a dramatic finale. Captain Hook turns away from his keys and faces them.
Look out! They got a piano! Kill them all, except the fat one!
He stares hard at Shrek and aims his hooked prosthetic.
King Charming has something special in mind for you, ogre.
Shrek is perplexed.
King Charming? Attack!
Pirates charge hordes, swinging in from the tree branches. One lands and gets his peg leg stuck in the ground. Pirates close in. Shrek grabs one and throws him to the side. One pirate raises his sword and prepares to swing at Artie.
Artie, duck!
Shrek pushes Artie's head down and the sword narrowly misses him. The pirate prepares to swing again and Shrek lifts Artie above his head. Still in the air, Artie uses both legs to kick the pirate to the ground. Shrek and Artie share a satisfied look. A pirate charges towards Donkey.
Ah!
Puss draws the sword and begins fighting off the pirate, protecting Donkey.
Ha ha! Arrgh!
The camera pans across the back of the piano to reveal Merlin happily playing along with Captain Hook. He notices and rudely elbows Merlin out of the way. A pirate runs at Shrek, only to be tripped by Artie. The pirate bounces off Shrek's belly.
Ready the plank!
A wooden board is thrown on a stump, creating a makeshift plank. The pirates back Shrek onto the plank. Several pirates' swords force Shrek onto the plank. He is backed up to the edge of the plank and falls into a waiting treasure chest below. Several pirates try to shut the lid on him. Puss, Donkey, and Artie are trying to hold off the villains. Suddenly, two evil trees come into frame and scoop Puss, Donkey, and Artie into a net. The pirates aim the cannon at Puss, Donkey, and Artie. Artie starts to panic. Puss extracts his claws and tries to cut through the netting. The cannon fuse is lit. Shrek bursts open the treasure chest and stands up with the chest still stuck to his behind.
Shrek! Help!
Shrek sees the lit fuse and quickly formulates a plan. He grabs two pirates and shoves them into the treasure chest. He tosses the chest onto another end of the plank and catapults himself over to the cannon. At the last second, Shrek is able to aim the cannon in the opposite direction. The cannon fires and hits Captain Hook's piano, blowing it into pieces. Realizing their defeat, the evil trees drop the netting that holds Donkey, Puss, and Artie. The evil trees and pirates take off running. Captain Hook turns and sees his army running off. He shakes his hooks into the air.
Ye cowards! What has Charming done with Fiona? She's gonna get what's coming to her.
He raises his hook threateningly, but it gets caught on the evil tree's branch and is dragged away with the rest of the villains.
Ah! And there ain't nothing you can do to stop him!
Tight on Shrek.
Tight on Shrek!
Tight on Shrek, filled with worry. Sorry, you're right.
It's all caps.
Tight on Shrek, filled with worry. Nothing else matters to him now. Artie, Puss, and Donkey run over to Shrek.
We've got to save her! But she's so far, far away!
Shrek thinks for a moment.
Get yourself back to Worcestershire, kid. No, Shrek, hold on a second. I've got an idea.
Exterior, Merlin's camp continues. Merlin is sitting cross-legged, deep in meditation. Artie approaches him.
I'm a buzzing bee. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Mr. Merlin, they need a spell to get them, us, back to far, far away.
Merlin stops meditating and looks out of the corner of his eye at Artie.
Forget it. I don't do that kind of magic anymore, kid. How about a hug instead, That's the best kind of magic.
Artie tries a new approach.
Mr. Merlin, please, I know you can do it. I said forget it, but...
Merlin turns and starts to walk away, muttering under his breath.
Mumble, grumble, interpret my healing mumble, mumble.
Artie thinks for a moment. Artie thinks for a moment, staring at Merlin. Artie starts to sob. Merlin stops and turns around.
Oh, what's with you?
Artie continues to cry.
It's just so hard, you know? They really need to get back because their kingdom's in trouble because it's really bad, man. It's just so hard.
Merlin is visibly uncomfortable.
Come on, take it easy.
Artie's blubbering becomes frustrated and unpredictable.
No! I don't think you understand. There's a mean person doing mean things to good people. Oh, have a heart, old man.
Artie grabs him, now desperate.
And they really need your help to get them back. So why won't you help them? Oh.
Yeah. Artie speaks one last indecipherable line. Merlin is stunned. He doesn't know what to do.
Okay, I'll go get my things.
Merlin goes into his cave. Artie immediately recovers. Shrek is impressed.
Piece of cake. Well. You want some eggs with that ham?
Shrek smiles.
Is that an expression? Is that an expression? What the fuck? Oh, because he's hamming it up. He's hamming it up. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Merlin returns holding a spellbook.
Now, I'm a little rusty, so there could be some side effects. Side effects? No, don't worry. Whatever it is, no matter how excruciatingly painful it may be, it will wear off eventually. I think.
Merlin cracks his knuckles. A bolt of lightning shoots out of his hands and blows up a rock next to Donkey.
Ah! Oops.
Donkey and Puss shoot Shrek a pleading look.
You sure this is a good idea? Look, if Artie trusts him, that's good enough for me. Even if his robe doesn't quite cover his...
Oh.
What?
Alacriticious,
expeditious, zoomy, zoom, zoom, zoom. Let's help our friends get back, soon.
Magic rays shoot out of Merlin's fingers. Shrek, Puss, Donkey, and Artie disappear into a puff of smoke.
Whoa. It worked?
Cut to somewhere in the woods. They reappear and fall out of the sky and bounce through the canopy onto a large apple tree. They ping-pong through the foliage and land in a heap at the base of the tree.
Ah!
Donkey adjusts himself, feeling hungover.
Oh, man. I haven't been on been on trips like that since college. Donkey? What? Is there something in my teeth?
Donkey's eyes widen. He realizes his voice is coming out of Puss's body.
Oh, no. Oh, no, this is going to get so confusing.
Oh, my God.
Huh? What the? Oh, no.
Donkey, in Puss's body, grabs Puss's hat. He looks down at Puss's boots. His tail begins to twitch.
Wait. Donkey in Puss's body. Okay, this is... Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still following the prompt. Okay. I've been abracadabraed into a fancy-feasted second-rate sidekick.
Puss in Donkey's body falls from a tree next to Donkey in Puss's body.
Hey, at least you don't look like some kind of bloated roadside piñata. You really should think about going on a diet. Yeah, and you should think about getting yourself a pair of pants. I feel all exposed and nasty.
Both Shrek and Artie stare at them, a strange smile pasted to their faces. They burst out laughing. Donkey joins Puss, both of them scowling.
Oh, so you think this is funny?
Puss is fuming. Shrek and Artie regain their composure.
Zanuck, thank you for the follow. Pika Snap, thank you for the follow. Yeah, Donkey's literally... Here's the thing. Donkey's always naked, right? But Puss wears clothes, just not a lot of clothes. So that implies that there is more naked to be. We've had this conversation, but it's for another time. I'm really sorry, guys. Don't be. You got us back, kid.
Shrek motions to far, far away. Just a few miles ahead of them, he turns back to Artie. Artie smiles. Donkey takes a few awkward steps in Puss's body.
Ow. 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 How in the Hans Christian Andersen am I supposed to parade around in these goofy boots?
Oh my god.
Hey, be careful with those. Hey-ah! I was so confused.
That was so good. Puss is shocked by this. He tries to recover.
They were made in Madrid by the finest. Hey-ah! Oh, you'll learn to control that.
Time cut to...
He has this involuntary urge to hee-haw. Who's that with me? This is Lycan. It's his new model.
It's my new model. Yeah. Hence the name tag I put on here. But anyway. Exterior entrance to Far, Far Away afternoon. Shrek, Puss in Donkey's body, and Artie's rush past a welcome sign to the town that has been boarded over, so it now reads, "Go away." Donkey in Puss's body struggles to walk. His tender new feet hurt in their tiny boots.
Seriously, man, you need some comfort inserts or arch supports or something. Whoa!
Inside the kingdom, Rodeo Drive is trash. There's graffiti everywhere. Suddenly, a carriage driven by evil witches comes zooming down Rodeo Drive.
Woohoo!
The carriage zips around the corner on two wheels. A drunken evil dwarf is almost hit by the carriage while crossing the street. Shrek is shocked by what he sees. A crash is heard off screen.
Hey, watch it! I'm walking here! And I'm gonna keep going.
A large explosion is heard off screen while Little Red Riding Hood pickpockets the evil dwarf. A carriage wheel is on fire, rolls by a marionette theater with Pinocchio dancing in it.
Pinocchio? Shrek! Oh, that was more donkey. Let me try that again.
Yeah.
Shrek!
There you go. Beautiful.
Shrek!
We'll use one of those in the take.
Sure.
Shrek and the rest push over Shrek and the rest rush over as the curtain starts to go down on Pinocchio. He presses his puppet hands against the glass.
Pinocchio, help me! What happened? I lose the Pinocchio voice every time.
It's so easy.
Let me try it. Hold on. I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy.
There you go.
Charming and the villains have taken over everything. They attacked us, but Fiona, the princess, got away, and now she's...
The time has run out. The cheesy music stops as the curtain goes down.
She's what? She's what?
Shrek looks at the marionette theater and sees how much it costs per show. Shrek turns to Puss in Donkey's body.
Puss, loan me $5. Oh, come on. Come on, Puss, you heard the man. Help a brother out. Do you see any pockets on me? Hold on a second.
Donkey in Puss's body removes his boot. He turns it over. His boot. I don't know. Donkey in Puss's body removes his boot. He turns it over and a bag of money falls to the ground.
Aha!
Donkey in Puss's body tosses the money to Shrek.
I had no idea, really, I swear.
Shrek quickly dumps the change into the machine. The music starts and the curtain goes up again and Pinocchio dances.
Quick, Pinocchio, where's Fiona? Hold on, I gotta get in this again.
Yep.
Charming's got her locked away in some place secret. You gotta find him. He's probably getting ready for the show.
The curtain goes down again.
That was short. What the fuck? Wait,
right?
Pinocchio, what show?
Pinocchio's hand comes out from underneath the curtain and points to a poster on the wall. Puss reads the poster out loud.
It's a happily ever after all? Shrek's final performance.
The picture shows Charming, a sword raised in the air with his foot pinning Shrek to the ground. Shrek's tongue is sticking out of his mouth to the ground. Sorry. That was...
Whoa! Shrek! You didn't tell us you were in a play? Well, I guess I've been so busy I forgot to mention it. It's the ogre! Get him!
Shrek turns and sees a large group of Charming's royal knights, armed and ready. They drive them back into the alley. Puss, in Donkey's body, steps forward.
Don't worry, Hefe. I got this.
He whips his head towards the oncoming guards. His eyes are large and sweet. His lips pout. The guards are momentarily hypnotized by his cuteness until they realize they're staring at a donkey. The guards recoil.
Oh, kill it!
Puss in Donkey's body immediately retreats. Artie glances at the theater poster on the wall and steps forward, confronting the guards.
Look, don't you know who he thinks he is? How dare you?
Shrek picks up on his plans.
Donkey, we're dealing with amateurs.
The guards are confused. Artie tears the poster off the wall. Shrek glances at Artie, who steps forward, yanking the poster off the wall.
He's a star, people. Hello? I'm so sorry about this, Mr. Shrek. I'm gonna lose it. I assume you have everything ready for tonight? You did get the list for the dressing room?
Donkey marches in.
Yeah, and breakfast croissant stuffed with seared sashimi tuna. Oh, and please tell me you're at least have the saffron corn with little jalapeno honey butter. Because our client cannot get into his proper emotional state without his jalapeno honey butter. I just lost it. Maybe we should talk to Nancy in Human Resources.
Shrek pushes the guards aside and continues on towards the castle.
Oh, we'll have much to say to Nancy, I promise.
The guards look at each other nervously. Cut 2, interior courtyard stage, day. A group of enchanted trees work through their dance number. Two dwarves on a bungee cords helplessly swing back and forth in the rear of the stage. The camera lands on Prince Charming reading his lines next to a Shrek stand-in.
With this sword, I do... No.
He starts the line over.
With this sword, I do smote thee.
Without looking, Prince Charming stabs the stand-in, who falls to the ground.
Fucking murder. Wait, did it say flash forward?
No, it's just cut.
Oh, okay. No, it didn't. Okay. I saw it in the chat. I was like, oh my god, did we miss it?
I can start saying flash forward, but I feel like...
Is that the right word?
It's a
smote?
movie thing.
Smoot? Is that even a word, actually? Maybe I should just smite him.
Unseen stagehands drag the stand-in away.
Let's try this again, now.
Stagehands shove another stand-in onto the stage beside Prince Charming.
Shrek attacks me. I pretend to be afraid. Oh!
Prince Charming does a quick mime of being afraid and then chuckles.
I say, finally, the kingdom will get the happily ever after they deserve. Die, ogre. Blah, blah, blah.
Without looking, he stabs stand-in number 2. He falls to the ground. Prince Charming is still frustrated.
Oh, it just doesn't feel real enough yet.
He throws the sword to the ground and turns towards the dancing villains who are staring at him.
Who told you to stop dancing? Wink and turn, wink and turn.
He throws the script to the ground and notices the stand-in.
And what are you laying around for? Get up, honestly.
Prince Charming storms off. Cut 2, interior Charming's dressing room, moments later. Prince Charming storms into his colossal gold leaf dressing room, its walls covered with posters of inspirational sayings and portraits of Prince Charming in different acting roles. Slamming the door, he plops down in his throne chair in front of a dressing table and a large three-way mirror. A statuette of his mother is on the vanity. He looks at it intently.
Our happily ever after is nearly complete, Mummy. And I assure you, the people of this kingdom will pay dearly for every second we've had to wait.
Charming adjusts the mirror, revealing a reflection of Shrek standing in the doorway. Artie, Puss, and Donkey stand alongside next to him. Prince Charming quickly stands up and faces Shrek.
Break a leg, or, on second thought, let me break it for you.
He walks across the room as Prince Charming backs up against his dressing table. Prince Charming fumbles behind his back and pushes a button under the counter.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. I was just beginning to think you might not make it back in time.
Shrek picks him up by the front of his shirt and scowls.
Where's Fiona? Oh, don't worry, she and the others are safe. For now.
Shrek strengthens his grip. Suddenly, a group of guards burst into the room and quickly surround Shrek, Artie, and Puss and Donkey.
Ow!
Prince Charming smiles. Shrek looks around and realizes he's beat. He drops Charming with a thud. Prince Charming brushes himself off as the guards surround Shrek. Prince Charming walks over to Artie. A smile grows across his face.
Let me guess. Arthur?
Artie looks indignant. He raises himself up.
It's Artie, actually. This boy is supposed to be the new king of Far, Far Away.
Laughing, Prince Charming draws a sword and holds it up to Artie's neck.
How pathetic. Now, stand still so I won't make a mess.
Shrek steps in.
Charming, stop! I'm here now. You got what you wanted. This isn't about him.
Artie is confused.
Then who's it about? I'm supposed to be king, right?
Shrek hesitates and then gathers himself.
You weren't really next in line for the throne, okay? I was. But you said the king asked for me personally. Not exactly. What's that supposed to mean?
Shrek becomes defensive.
Look, I said whatever I had to say, all right? I wasn't right for the job. I just needed some fool to replace me, and you fit the bill. So just go!
Artie is stunned.
You were playing me the whole time?
Shrek fights back tears as he punches... Sorry, no, doesn't punch.
Punishes.
Shrek fights back tears as he punishes Artie more.
Just punches him.
Just punches, just decks him.
You catch on real fast, kid. Maybe you're not as big a loser as I thought.
Puss in Donkey's body is about to inject when Donkey in Puss's body covers his mouth and signals him to stay quiet.
You know, for a minute there, I actually thought you... What? You thought he cared about you? He's an ogre. What did you expect?
Prince Charming signals the guards to release Artie. He stares at Shrek one last time and heads out. Shrek lowers his head in shame.
You really do have a way with children, Shrek.
Prince Charming smiles and the guards lead Shrek off. Interior hallway outside Charming's dressing room. Shrek is led by the guards down the hallway. Exterior castle gate. The scene cross-dissolves into Artie's back. That's very specific. The scene cross-dissolves into Artie's back as he walks away from the castle. He gives one last look back and angrily storms away. Interior dungeon. Shrek's ankles and wrists are shackled. He pulls on his chains. Oh well. He sadly looks out the cell window. Interior prison. The scene cross-dissolves to another prison window. Fiona comes To the window of her prison cell, she stares sorrowfully at the castle in the distance. Interior, far, far away prison cell, day. All of the princesses, the queen, and Fiona are locked up in the same prison cell. Cinderella is frantically scrubbing a spot on the floor to a shine. Fiona looks out the cell window towards the castle in the distance. Behind her, Snow White paces around, complaining.
Had we just stayed like I suggested, we could be sipping tea out of little heart-shaped cups. Yeah. Heart-shaped cups. Or no, this is Cinderella as she's scrubbing the floor like a lunatic. Yeah. Heart-shaped cups. Eating crumpets smothered with loganberries. Yeah, loganberries. Shut up, Cindy. Yeah, shut up.
Cinderella looks down at her reflection on the floor.
No, you shut up. Just stay out of this. Who cares who's running the kingdom anyway? I care.
Fiona steps forward and challenges them.
And you should all care too.
Suddenly, the cell door flies open. Donkey and Puss in each other's bodies are tossed in as the door is slammed behind them.
Hey! Yeah, I have your badge number, Tin Can!
Puss in Donkey's body hisses and arches his back like a cat.
Donkey? Princess? Puss? Lo siento, princesa. But I am Puss, stuck here inside this hideous body. And I'm me! But you're... I know. Everything's a little fruity in the loops right now. But what happened is, we went to high school, the boat crashed, we got bippity-boppity booped by a magic man. You poor sweet things. I don't get it. The cat turned into a little horse that smells like feet. What's to get? Huh? Who that? Fucking Sleeping Beauty waking up.
Yeah.
Where's Shrek? Charming's got him, princess, and he plans to kill Shrek tonight in front of the whole kingdom.
Fiona lets out a breath.
All right, everyone, we need to find a way out now.
The princesses all nod in agreement.
You're right. Ladies, assume the position. I'm
Sleeping
sorry.
Beauty falls asleep, standing up. Snow White quickly assumes her position by lying down and puckering her lips. Cinderella dusts off a spot, sits down, and crosses her legs. Oh.
What are you doing? Waiting to be rescued? You've got to be kidding me. Well, what do you expect us to do? We're just four...
Notices Doris.
I mean 3 super hot princesses. 2 circus freaks, a pregnant ogre, and an old lady.
The queen smiles and then casually walks by the princesses.
Excuse me, old lady coming through.
She walks right up to the brick wall, takes a deep breath, and lets out a yell.
Hey!
She headbutts a hole through the wall, and Fiona and the princesses
Cause
are
why
impressed.
the fuck not? Whoa. Mom? Well, you didn't actually think you got your fighting skills from your father, did you?
Fiona beams at her mother and then turns to the other princesses. Snow White points to another wall behind them.
Excuse me, I think there's still one more.
The queen turns and sees another wall, barring their way.
The
queen hurries to the other wall.
Yeah!
It crumbles, revealing the outside. The princesses wince. Fiona approaches her mother. The queen turns around, this time a little woozy, singing softly to herself.
Why don't you just lie down?
The queen continues to sing to herself as she walks away. Fiona turns to the others.
Okay, girls, from here on out, we're going to take care of business ourselves.
Snow thinks for a moment and then glances at the other princesses. They nod. Snow looks determined. She rips off a sleeve, revealing a dopey tattoo. Sleeping Beauty tears the bottom of her dress. The queen puts lipstick smudges under her eyes, a la football player. Cinderella sharpens the heel of her glass slipper. Doris burns her bra. The princesses place their hands over Fiona's. Puss and Donkey's hands come in at last. Cut 2! Exterior, courtyard stage, continuous. Captain Hook replaces his hook appendage with a baton and taps it on the score in front of him.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Far, Far Away Theater at the charming pavilion is proud to present It's a Happily Ever After All!
The camera pulls back from the playbill that reads, It's a Happily Ever After All, starring Prince Charming as himself. 2 intimidating evil knights are handing out the playbills and are using spears to usher people into their seats.
Enjoy your evening of theatrical revelry, citizen. Oi! No food or beverages in the theater. Hey!
The orchestra begins to warm up. Exterior stage. The camera follows Rumpelstiltskin as he hurries from the stage to the backstage. Interior, beneath the stage. Shrek stands atop a wooden platform, like a beaten man. The Cyclops is binding his arms and legs with heavy chains attached to the floor. He pulls the chains tight.
Oh, easy. Sorry. I guess I was just showing off a little, or for the little one. Huh? It's bring your kids to work day. Come here, beautiful.
Cyclops motions to the shadows. Cyclops' daughter!
Cyclops' daughter! Walks out from the shadows.
She looks like Cyclops with long hair and a skirt. Shrek recoils.
Well, she's got your eye.
Cyclops picks her up and embraces her.
Who would have thought a monster like me deserves something as special as you?
They touch foreheads affectionately.
Aww.
Shrek looks at the two of them, and then gets determined to. Shrek looks at the two of them, and then gets a determined look on his face. Cut to exterior castle gardens. The camera booms down into some trees just outside the castle. Fiona and the princesses appear behind a log. 2 evil tree guards stand at the castle gate. Fiona uses a duck call to signal Snow White. She skips down the path towards a side entrance where 2 evil trees are standing guard. Snow White stops in front of them, singing a version of Animal Friends / With a Smile.
Keep going.
That song. The birds answer her in song. She continues singing, and the birds answer again.
I have no idea how any of this fucking goes.
Yeah. And she keeps singing, and all the forest creatures flock to her. Because she sings more. She just keeps
fucking singing. It turns into Led Zeppelin's Immigrant Song.
And then amazement, and then she's like, ha ha ha, and suddenly Snow White's face changes. She transitions into Led Zeppelin's Immigrant Song. All the animals turn and attack the trees. Fiona and the princesses charge forward.
Move it! Go, go, go!
Exterior, far, far away zoo. Donkey and Puss in each other's bodies run through the front gates of the far, far away zoo. The donkeys are held captive in the zoo. Donkey and Puss's body bursts open in their cage.
My babies!
The donkeys fly over to Puss and Donkey's body and hug him.
Help! Ow! Hey!
Exterior castle gardens. The princesses run towards the castle. Doris punches through the lock to open the gates. As they enter the castle grounds, a bunch of guards runs towards them. Cinderella takes out a couple of them with her boomerang crystal slipper. Sleeping Beauty falls to the ground to sleep. The guards trip over her body. Doris runs up to the foot of the canopy and takes a knee. The princesses use Doris as a step to lean onto the canopy and leap onto the canopy and over the castle wall. Cut to exterior, Rodeo Drive. Donkey and Puss break Pinocchio out of his marionette theater. Exterior bakery. Moments later, Gingerbread Man is locked inside a bakery display case. Donkey and Puss arrive in each other's body. You don't need to keep specifying that.
Yes.
Donkey awkwardly tries to cut the glass open with his claws. Puss intervenes, quickly bashing a hoof through the glass. They pull Gingerbread Man out of the case. Cut to exterior castle rooftop. Fiona leads the princesses and queen as they stealthily creep along the rooftop. On the rooftop, Fiona peers around a corner and sees 2 guards blocking their path. She gets an idea. The guards turn around to find a leg sticking out. They ooh and ah as they approach the leg. The camera pans up to reveal Doris.
Hey, how's it going?
She kicks the guards to the ground and they take off running. Cut to exterior, far, far away castle. Later, Donkey, Puss, and the rescued fairy tale creatures run towards the castle. Donkey and Puss peek out from behind a bush.
What? Puss? O?
Yeah, Puss.
To the K. The coast is clear.
Donkey turns to address the fairy tale creatures behind him.
All right, people. Let's do this thing. Go Team Dynamite!
You gotta get in the zone. You gotta get in the... Yeah.
I thought we agreed. We would go by the name of Team Super Cool. As I recall, it was Team Awesome. I voted for Team Alpha Wolf Squadron.
That one's my
favorite. All right. From henceforth, we are to be known as Team Alpha Super Awesome Cool Dynamite Wolf Squadron. The three pigs noticed something.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was reading that German. I'm like, what is that?
Back to Liebe. There's some strange little girl over there staring at us.
Donkey and Puss Body turns to look. Artie is staring out at the strange crew.
Artie!
Artie turns and walks away. Puss and Donkey's Body runs to stop him.
Wait. Hey! Where's the fire, senor?
Artie pushes Puss out of the way.
Oh, please, don't act so innocent. You both knew what was going on the whole time, and you kept it to yourself.
Artie starts to storm away.
Artie, it's not like it seems. It's not? I think it seems pretty clear. He was using me. That's all there is to it.
Artie starts to walk off.
Using you? Man, you really don't get it. Shrek only said those things to protect you.
This stops Artie in his tracks.
Charming was going to kill you, Artie. Shrek saved your life.
Artie realizes the truth and is suddenly concerned for his friend. Cut to exterior courtyard stage. The lights dim. The curtain rises. Backstage, Rumpelstiltskin orders for the spotlight.
Cue the spot!
On the exterior, a spotlight comes up on Rapunzel singing in a tower while the fairy tale villains play their roles below.
Fuck if I know how this goes.
Just wing it, I guess.
No, you skip ahead. Next narration.
Well, she sings. I wait up here all alone. I'm trapped for another day. Locked here. I'm in the castle and I'm
like,
locked. Please save me, etc.
Please save me.
Audience members look at each other in confusion. Is this crap for real? Raoul, the makeup artist, cries in the audience.
Wait, audience members look at each other. This is a narration, by the way. Like a direction. Is this crap for real?
Yes,
okay, go
that
on.
is the narrator is getting a little sassy.
He's like,
Raoul, the makeup artist, cries in the audience. From the audience, a knight holds up a candle. Up in the rafters, Rumpelstiltskin cues for the cherubs.
Cherubs!
The cherubs, evil dwarves, are lowered onto the stage by a rope and pulley system. A spotlight appears on the stage. From underneath the stage, a clamshell rises and opens to reveal Prince Charming on horseback.
'Tis I, upon my regal steed, princess my love, at last, you shall be freed.
The cherubs drop a rose petals onto Prince Charming and the clamshell. Prince Charming and his steed, Chauncey, jump out of the clamshell.
I'm strong and brave and dashing my way there with speed, with might, with soft and bouncy hair.
Prince Charming begins to make his way over to the tower.
Through the blistering desert,
Prince Charming chops the head off a flying griffin puppet. Prince Charming and then
what?
Hot.
Why do the evil trees just say hot?
Hot. Prince Charming dismounts, casually chops the head off the sea serpent and crosses the sea.
Across the stormiest sea, wet.
He makes his way to dry land. He weaves in and out of the evil trees who are playing the part of the forest.
Facing creatures so vile, foul.
He casually cuts off the head of a wooden cutout reindeer and shoves a villain in a bear costume out of the way.
So you can gaze upon me.
Prince Charming has made his way up the stairs at the bottom of Rapunzel's tower.
I knew you'd come for me. Oh, I knew you'd come for me, and now we finally meet. I knew you'd wait, and from my plate of love you'd eat.
There's a loud flash and a loud growling is piped through the sound system, and flares go off as a trapdoor opens in the stage floor. Prince Charming hams it up for the audience, putting his hand to his ear. Interior backstage, Rumpelstiltskin cues Mabel. Mabel is growling through a megaphone backstage. Three evil witches turn a lever, and an evil dwarf blows some steam through a billow. Exterior courtyard stage. A large, imposing shadow grows on stage. The silhouette fades, revealing a shackled Shrek on stage. He pulls at his chains as he notes the audience and views the spectacle before him. In the audience, a crowd of fans with Shrek written out on their stomachs cheer. One of the fans is hit with an arrow. They promptly sit down. Oh my god.
They fucking
He's fucking dead.
They just kill one of them. Who is this terrible, ugly fiend who's so rudely intervened?
Pirates and evil knights dance in from the wings.
Will Charming fight, or will he flee? Oh, please rescue me from this monstrosity!
Prince Charming takes a dramatic pause and sings in an ultra-high voice of Castaro.
Oh, fucking hell no. Fare thee not, honey lamb, I will slice this thing up like a ham! Oh, boy.
Prince Charming relishes the moment, pulling out his sword and aiming it at Shrek's chest. Prince Charming's voice climbs even higher.
You are about to enter a world of pain with which you are not familiar!
He holds the last highest note. Shrek winces. Goblets, eyeglasses, and a glass tiara and glass pearls all break in the audience. Prince Charming smiles. Shrek looks at him with contempt.
Well, it can't be any more painful than the lousy performance you're giving.
The audience laughs at Shrek's remark. Prince Charming is thrown by their reaction. From a trapdoor underneath the stage, Rumpelstiltskin tries to help Prince Charming out by feeding him his next line.
Prepare, foul beast.
He clears his throat and tries to get back into character.
Prepare, foul beast, your time is done. Oh, if you don't mind, could you kill me and then sing?
The audience laughs. Prince Charming gets in Shrek's face.
Be quiet. Oh, come on, I'm just having a fun with you. That's actually a very nice leotard. Oh, thank you. Do they... Do they come in men's sizes? The audience laughs. Now that be funny.
The crowd laughs again, and Shrek smiles, enjoying that he's now screwing up the show. Prince Charming is furious.
Where are we? Oh. Enough!
The crowd falls silent. Prince Charming turns back to Shrek.
Now you'll finally know what it's like to have everything you've worked for, everything that's precious to you, taken away.
Prince Charming raises his sword.
Now you'll know how I felt.
Suddenly a fireball hits the blade, melting it.
Ah!
Another huge fireball spreads across the sky as dragon flies above the theater. The drunkies follow behind her. The three pigs come running down the aisle.
Sausage roll!
The three pigs leap onto the stage, going into a drop and roll and move to land between Shrek and Prince Charming. They strike in a fighting pose. Pinocchio comes flying in on the strings, landing with a flurry of kung fu hands. The wolf unzips the wolf costume, steps out, and joins the others.
Arg.
Gingerbread Man pops up in the tower window, grabs Rapunzel's hair, and swings down. Before he hits the ground, the end catches, and he bounces like a bungee jumper. Her hair falls into a pile next to a very surprised Gingerbread Man. Rapunzel screams, her mousy brown hair crammed under a hairnet. She runs off crying. Prince Charming looks around, almost surrounded. Suddenly, a shadow falls over the crowd, and they gasp. Dragon and the drunkies fly in and land on the stage. Puss and Donkey leap off her back and onto the stage.
Pray for mercy from Puss
He claps his hooves on the stage.
and Donkey.
He carves the letter D onto Pinocchio's bottom.
Hey!
The queen headbutts through one of the backdrops with her Sleeping Beauty and Doris. Snow White flies in behind them with the help of her woodland creatures, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon style. Cinderella runs on stage equipped with a mop as her weapon. Together, the princesses strike a fierce pose and stand next to Shrek. The audience applauds. Suddenly, the front door of the swamp house set crashes into the floor, revealing Fiona.
Hi, honey. Sorry we're late. You okay? Much better now that you're here. Aww.
The audience applauds. Shrek turns to Prince Charming, raising his shackled wrists.
So, Charming, you want to let me out of these so we can settle this ogre to man?
Prince Charming considers this for a second.
Oh, that sounds fun, but I have a better idea.
Prince Charming strikes an imperious pose and claps his hands. Cyclops suddenly emerges from the trapdoor, knocking Puss and Donkey down. He approaches them menacingly. The witches fly in and threaten the princesses with their brooms. The evil queen rises up behind the queen and puts a knife to her throat. The evil dwarves grab the three pigs. Gingerbread Man is suddenly surrounded by many evil knights. He poops out a gumdrop ball. Or gumdrop ball.
Gumball.
Dragons. Gumball. Dragon starts to move forward, only to find herself surrounded by crossbows. A bunch of pirates grab Fiona and tie her up.
Fiona! No! Let go of me!
Shrek struggles to free himself of the chains, but it's no use. Prince Charming's eyes narrow.
You will not ruin things this time, ogre! Kill it!
Prince Charming signals to the villains to attack Shrek. As the villains advance towards Shrek, a spotlight shines in their eyes, stopping them in their tracks.
Everybody stop! Oh, what is it now? Artie?
Artie jumps from the spotlight and lands clumsily on a hanging cloud. Artie leaps awkwardly from cloud to cloud. The audience stares in awe. After one last leap, he swings down to the cherub's cable, sending the little person up into the air. Artie lands on the stage in between the villains and Shrek. He stands facing the villains.
Who really thinks we need to settle things this way?
The evil knights think about it and raise their hands. The other villains follow suit.
You're telling me you just want to be villains your whole lives?
This gives the villains a pause.
But we are villains. It's the only thing we know. Didn't you ever wish you could be something else?
The villains aren't convinced.
Well, it's easy for you to say. You're not some evil enchanted tree.
You morons! Don't listen to him! Attack them!
Another evil tree covers Prince Charming's mouth and then motions to Artie.
What Steve's trying to say here is it's hard to come by honest work when the whole world's against you. That's right. Thanks, Ed.
Okay, fair enough. You're right. I'm not a talking tree. But you know, a good friend of mine once told me that just because people treat you like a villain, or an ogre,
Artie shares a look with Shrek.
or just some loser,
The fairy tale villains listen intently.
it doesn't mean you are one.
The evil tree tightens his grip as Prince Charming struggles to break free.
The thing that matters most is what you think of yourself.
Artie commands the stage.
If there's something you really want, or there's something you really want to be, then the only person standing in your way is you.
Artie points at Rumpelstiltskin directly in front of him. Rumpelstiltskin is alarmed.
Me? Get 'em, lads! No. He points and they're just gonna attack Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah.
No. What I mean is, each of you is standing in your own way. Oh.
The headless horseman breaks through the crowd.
I've always wanted to play the flute.
The fairy tale villains and creatures look at each other. The evil queen steps up.
I'd like to open up a spa in France.
The villains nod in agreement.
I grow daffodils.
Complete silence as everyone stares at Hook.
And they're beautiful.
Captain Hook looks thoughtfully at his sword and then throws it down. The pirates throw theirs down, followed by witches and evil knights. The evil knight holding Pinocchio is thinking about it. When Pinocchio reaches over and takes the axe from him, the weapons pile up in the middle of the stage. Everyone else cheers and starts to mingle, introducing themselves and shaking hands. Gingerbread Man high fives with an evil knight. Fiona is untied. Mabel walks up to Doris and lightly punches her on the jaw. Doris returns the sign of affection by punching Mabel in the jaw, but just a bit too hard, sending her falling to the ground. Suddenly, Prince Charming kicks himself free of the evil tree and charges at them. He grabs the sword from the discard pile and raises it up, his arm set at Artie. Artie faces Prince Charming bravely. As Prince Charming charges, Shrek finds his strength to break its chains. Just before Prince Charming strikes, a chain whips him into the face, wrapping around the sword. Shrek pulls Prince Charming around in a circle, away from Artie. Furious, he charges Shrek and stabs him with the sword. Charming lets go, and Shrek stumbles back with the weapon impaled in him and falls to the floor, groaning. Prince Charming beams and laughs. He turns to the audience.
A new era finally begins!
The audience cowers. Shrek looks up smiling and nods at Fiona and Artie.
With Riz! With Riz in the chat!
Oh my god.
With Riz in the chat right now! It's happening!
It's happening! Shrek casually rises up behind him. Shrek looks up, smiling and nods at Fiona and Artie.
Now, all of you, bow before your king!
Shrek casually rises up behind him and clears his throat.
Ahem.
Charming turns around. Shrek lifts his arm, revealing that he was never really stabbed.
You need to work on your aim.
Charming is stunned.
This was supposed to be my happily ever after.
Prince Charming is paralyzed. Shrek drops the sword and grabs him by the shirt front, lifting him up off his feet. He winces, but is still defiant.
Well, I guess you need to keep looking.
Shrek looks at Fiona and his friends and smiles.
'Cause I'm not giving up mine.
Shrek sets Prince Charming down and signals, "Dragon!" She casually tips the tower over with her tail. A shadow falls over Prince Charming. He turns and sees the tower falling towards him, his body perfectly framed in the princess's window.
Mummy?
Oh, well. It crashes down.
Perfectly timed, Vapor. Good shit.
It's so perfect.
Good shit. Keep going.
As the dust clears, the crowd rolls across the stage. Artie stops it with his foot and slowly picks it up.
It's yours if you want it, you know. But this time, it's your choice.
Artie considers it. He looks at Shrek, who is smiling proudly at him. Artie cheers to the Artie turns to the audience and holds out the crowd to them. They cheer him. Artie places the crown on his head. The crowd goes nuts, and the audience rolls sobs with joy.
Artie! Artie!
Everybody cheers as the Failtary creatures and villains put Artie up on their shoulders and carry him off. Donkey and Puss, still in each other's bodies, watch as Artie gets carried away. In a puff of smoke, Merlin suddenly appears. He looks around confused, clutching his show ticket.
Excuse me.
Suddenly he is... Oh,
I see.
Suddenly he is thrown back against the front of the stage as Donkey and Puss confront him.
Okay, Senor Hocusy Pocusy. The time has come to rectify some wrongs. Although I have been enjoying these cat baths, please don't say you, or please say you didn't. All right. Look,
Merlin rubs his hands together.
You're gonna feel a little pinch and possibly some lower intestinal discomfort, but this should do the trick.
Merlin rolls up his sleeves and prepares to make with the magic. He lets loose a bright burst of magic. It takes a moment for Donkey and Puss to recover. They each eye each other cautiously.
Are you...
Donkey lifts his hoof and inspects it carefully.
Me again!
Puss checks out his own paws.
And I'm not you!
Donkey and Puss give each other a big hug.
All right!
The two of them turn and walk away together. Merlin is behind them, smoking fingers and all. Suddenly, his eyes grow wide.
Oops! Never mind.
We see that Donkey still has Puss's tail and Puss had Donkey's. Merlin slips away. Shrek and Fiona watch Artie in the distance.
What'd I tell you? I think the kid's gonna be great. Well, for what it's worth, you would have too.
Shrek smiles and touches Fiona's belly.
I have something more important in mind.
They kiss. The camera pulls back to see everyone celebrating around Shrek and Fiona as they kiss. Dissolve to exterior swamp house morning. A wide shot of a stunning morning in the swamp. Inside, Shrek grabs a gourd bottle and creates an ogre shake out of it, out of slug juice, eyeballs, and worms. He walks over to join Fiona by the fire.
Ah, finally.
Shrek gives Fiona the gourd bottle, and she places a nipple on it. Two ogre babies crawl up on Fiona's. I'm guessing like a okay.
It's a bottle nipple. Come on,
bottle nipple.
Let's be adults here.
I'm not. Look at me.
Noodle says he dips his chicken nuggets into Bruno Mars sweat. How does that make you feel?
I'm gonna mute that because it's completely irrelevant to what we're doing right now.
Okay. The ogre babies say Dada. A third ogre baby appears at Shrek's feet. He bends down to pick him up. One big happy family of 5. Shrek laughs and gives the babies and Fiona a hug. The front door opens up to reveal Puss and Donkey.
Hey, I smell Shrek Jr.
The drunkies come swarming in behind Donkey. Dragon peers in through the door. Shrek, with a safety pin in his mouth, is doing his best at changing diapers. He twists the diaper around the baby, and the baby goes flying off screen and lands in a diaper that Fiona's holding. She smiles at Shrek. The swamp house is overrun with drunkies, ogre babies, and dirty diapers. Puss sits next to an ogre baby that has a pacifier in his mouth. He takes the pacifier out of his mouth, shoves it in Puss's mouth, and gives Puss a big hug. Another baby comes crawling into frame and starts to tug on Puss's tail. A tug of war ensues. The ogre babies are bathing in a pot of water, a la a beat from the nightmare scene. One of the babies farts in the water as Shrek comes and scoops him up. Shrek laughs. The donkey is playing peekaboo with his ears. A baby ogre laughs.
Peekaboo! Peekaboo!
A baby ogre pulls earwax from Shrek's ear. The baby uses the earwax to draw squiggly lines on a piece of paper.
Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy boy.
The queen is bouncing a baby ogre on her lap. The baby pukes and the queen smiles.
Ew.
There is a knock at the door. Donkey is laying on the floor holding a bottle with all 4 hooves, drinking the milk. Shrek grabs the bottle out of Donkey's mouth.
Hey!
Shrek opens the door to reveal the dwarf.
Where'd the baby?
Shrek puts the bottle into the nanny dwarf's mouth and slams the door. Cut 2, exterior swamp house day. Fiona slides one of the babies down a slip and slide made out of mud shot from the geysers. Shrek slides down himself. The babies scramble out of the way as Shrek slides by, spraying mud everywhere. Cut 2, interior swamp house evening. Shrek and Fiona are diapering 2 of the babies in perfect unison. They continue diapering. Fiona holds up the 3rd baby and Shrek holds up an unhappy diapered puss. Shrek grabs a gourd bottle off the shelf, tosses it to Fiona. Fiona stands, holding one baby over her shoulder. She catches the gourd thrown to her, twirls it around, lifts it up her leg where another baby is perched on her foot, puts the gourd in the baby's mouth. Shrek is burping a baby over her shoulder. The baby burps. Fiona has a baby over her shoulder and the baby burps. A donkey is sitting on a chair and does a flame belch, and an ogre baby crawling by farts, which causes a flamethrower effect into the fireplace. Shrek and Fiona tuck all the babies into bed.
Well, what should we do now?
Cut 2, interior Shrek and Fiona's bedroom. Night. Shrek and Fiona are sound asleep, snoring. Dissolve 2, exterior swamp house. A baby starts to cry.
I got it.
The camera trucks out. The end.
The end! We did it! Number 3 done and dusted!
That was one of the movies of all time.
That was one of the movies of all time. It was a lot better reading it, though, than I remember watching it.